Oh God. I am nobody, and this guy is Chari. Oh.
Okay.
He's not automatic cat. He's automatic cat.
Physical copies are good.
Fuck you, Brett.
Physical copies are cool. But one of the benefits of digital copies is you can split the cost with a friend.
You can game share digital copies.
That includes the DLC from then on. So every time, if you can buy a DLC on your shared account, then you can.
I mean, you can game share the DLC anyway, but game sharing the game is pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I can't believe how many times I just yawned. I can't believe how many times I just yawned.
Oh man. Do I need to get you like an energy drink?
I don't know. Maybe I'll go like find a soda later or something. I don't know. Oh my God! It's like fucking getting like CPR done to me when I'm awake. Stop it.
Okay. Let the bruises wake you.
I'm like hiding from this violent man next to me. Here I am hella tired. It's okay. I don't have to. What is this? Oh, he's trying to UFO capture someone's head. It's okay. Even if we lose, I think NorCal has a good chance of sweeping top 3. So, yeah. Yo, he just roped that girl. What? If I fell asleep during commentary, that'd be terrible and amazing.
It's okay. If things get bad enough and we're really tired when our match comes up, we'll end up playing something like.
Oh, we'll play Zuda.
We'll play like Zuda
Goof
or something like that, or.
I'd be up for Zuda Goof. That sounds
Zuda
fun.
Goof. Oh man,
I like Zuda. I like that guy. Could play Arios. Could play Uneasy. But no, what we really need is Patrick.
Oh man, it's too bad that Patrick is banned in this.
Yeah, why is Patrick banned? That's terrible.
I'm not sure why either. I think maybe just to make it easier so that you don't have access to them. I mean, I guess technically speaking, they could just have made all DLC banned so that you have like consistency across all the cabs.
Yeah, but they banned everything after January 30th, I believe?
Yeah, it was only like the recent patch. Or the recent batch of DLC.
Well, January 30th, yeah, January 30th is a while ago.
Did Catra come out after January?
Yeah, January 30th is just the free batch. Everything after
oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, so they pretty much did ban all of the DLC.
Alright, well, here we go.
Crimson Knights versus Eat Meal. I believe this is a winner's bracket game. Yeah, it is. It's pool 1 versus pool 2.
Yeah.
This is Yo-Yo-Lan versus NorCal.
We got Red Frame and Reborn
versus Kashi and X2.
Yeah.
People are going in on that Kashi gameplay now.
Yeah. The X2 are going to be pretty good at keeping Red Frame off. Though right now they're not doing the best job.
I'm quite confused as to why they got separated so much, honestly.
Yeah. Oh jeez. She is not.
Oh, it's on your foot. There we go.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay,
Alright, I have audio again.
Ooh, Red Frame is doing a lot of work right now. Oh, jeez.
So Sean asked me about this team earlier, and well, I'll speak afterwards, I guess, if there is a talk about that.
Yeah, keep it professional. There goes Reborns.
Reborns is down. Red Frame is in really good shape though. And,
yeah,
as long as Reborns doesn't take too much damage, blue team is.
They got a really close chance of overcosting G by killing.
I don't think Reborns should really be going in quite as hard as he is right now.
Oh, leaving it to Red Frame. He went real hard and it didn't quite work.
Reborns is gonna get hit here. Yeah, I feel like Reborns needs to pay attention to what is happening.
They're gonna have to like reshuffle their pace. I think they're
Right, they took out Kashi.
Okay, that's probably for the best.
Red Frame realized the problem. Oh, 13 health left on Red Frame. He has another life. He'll come back with reasonable health.
He'll probably come back with a half burst as well.
Oh my god, Reborn's killed Red Frame.
Oh, that's not good.
Red Frame was in good shape.
Yeah.
Or I think he would have gotten out of that, honestly. Oh, he's going to step that and get that kill. That's a good kill. Reborn has to burst. She's bursting. Red Frame doesn't go missile.
Okay. Oh, geez.
That, that's not it. I thought that might have been it.
Oh, man, Tenkai.
That guy needs to be a bit careful here. He doesn't want to run into any missiles, so honestly
but
just...
he's very... Okay, that might cost him the game. Oh, no? Okay.
Oh, that was it.
So they were actually doing very good, but then...
So they were very far ahead, but...
Yeah, they lost their rhythm and they tunnel vision and tried way too hard to get the overcost.
Yeah, there was a bit too much effort trying to get the overcost.
Yeah.
They pushed the back player back, and that was it worked really well there. Actually, the back player had to fall back, and he wasn't able to do that much.
Yeah, it was.
But they could have just taken the front player out. They wanted to take the back player, but it's really hard because it's X2. You can't range him down that effectively.
Yeah, especially when he's dedicating his life to running away.
Yeah, he's dedicating his life to running away, and he has the cape on. So the only weapon they had that could have taken him out was Gaga assist or a sword.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully they can refocus their energies and pull this one
back together. I feel like if they had taken out Xi, they could have capitalized on X2 not being able to do anything.
Yeah.
And just taking Xi out a second time. They almost did, actually. It was pretty close.
I think Xi would have a hard time dealing with Reborn and Red Frame.
Oh, Red Frame gets hit by something random.
Red Frame in the mix.
Red Frame is going in really hard right now. Taking some huge risks landing.
Oh man, Red Frame is gonna need to back off here.
Red Frame is trying to bait things right now, and it is working to some degree, but he wants... We should have some more action from Reborns. It feels like Red Frame is playing front.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, they should probably wait until Xi's Monopoly wears off, which it just did. Yep.
Oh my god.
Good Garobi.
Oh, well, he does get punished for it.
Not
it was a minor punish.
Yeah, not a full combo, but...
Oh my god,
okay,
Reborn.
that's not so good.
He's taking a lot of hits here. Red Frame is falling back. He wants Reborns to come back with full health at this point. That was a good hit. Reborns is in pretty good shape. She did take a good chunk of damage there. But X2 has barely been touched, honestly, so this is a pretty messy situation.
Oh, there's activate.
Oh my god.
Red Frame okay? No.
Red Frame has 52 health. This is a terrible place to be. Red Frame is going to want to dodge and stay alive.
The overcost. Oh no, they got... Okay. Oh, okay.
But,
Red Frame down.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's gonna want to dodge and stay alive, but he doesn't have enough health or space, honestly, to make use of his mobility.
Yeah, and I think he's probably gonna be working with a full build.
Reborn needs to be able to take care of his front position, but he's honestly not holding himself together.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, geez.
Oh, that was a bad trade. Well, I wouldn't say bad trade. It was an unfortunate trade.
Yeah, those beam rifles were shot from really far away.
Reborn is going for the kill at this point. Wants to do damage to... Oh, he's going for X2. I feel like he should honestly just try to capitalize on Xi. And then he does, but he gets punished by X2.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, it's really bad because they don't have as good of a neutral game.
Yeah, their neutral game is falling apart. Oh, this is going to be somewhat dangerous.
Oh, he's going to try to peel.
Red Frame is going in, trying to get this combo.
Okay, not
a good job.
Pretty good, but still.
He doesn't get punished for any of that. Manages to get a lot of hits.
Oh, no, that's it.
Oh, that BR.
That was a pretty fat BR.
Yeah, because she has a very good BR.
Yeah, it does.
So unfortunately, team
that knocks
Crimson Knights.
That knocks Order of the Crimson Knights down in the losers bracket.
Yeah, Order of the Crimson Knights now goes into the losers bracket. And we are moving on to the winners game for Pool 3 and Pool 4.
Yeah, I believe the next one is Spanish Inquisition versus Team Stardust.
Yes, that... Oh, Oh, that is correct.
That's Isaiah and Anthony versus Roy and James.
It's pool 3 and pool 4 is NorCal. Yeah, I agree, Lark. I think Sean wanted the burst combo. Go for it. Yo, Roy, you know which end plugs in, right? Yeah. Make sure it's all the way in. Red Frame didn't use the EX attack because it would have killed him. Unfortunately, I'm sure if it would have killed Kashi, Sean probably would have just gone for it.
Yeah. Though, a part of me is somewhat surprised that he pulled back and didn't use it. He does favor some risky maneuvers at times.
Yeah, but I think in that situation he knew for a fact he would be punished.
That's true, and he was backed off for a pretty long time, so he probably had a cool head at that moment.
Yeah. So as I was saying earlier, Sean was asking me about what my impression of that team was, and I thought what I said was I thought that they preferred the neutral game.
Yeah.
And that they would try to overclass if they could, but they didn't focus too much on it.
Yeah.
But what ended up happening was, if they got pressured really hard, they tended to not do so well. Mm-hmm. And I think that was what Sean based his gameplay around to some degree. Because he pushed in really hard against them.
Yeah, he did. But he wasn't doing it effectively enough. He was getting punished for it too much.
He was getting punished for it, and Reborns wasn't taking advantage of the situation.
That's true.
I feel like Reborns should have been playing in closer.
Yeah, if Reborns was closer in, because they were spending a lot of resources trying to keep Red Frame off of them.
Yeah. But in the end, the first game went fairly well for them. It got messed up at the end because they sought the overclass too hard.
Yeah, that's true.
But the second game, I felt like it was actually in a... I mean, they weren't in a very good position. But I think where the game really started turning south for them was when actually they gave up the middle of the map and it reset to a neutral position in favor of the opponent.
Yeah.
They were holding the middle of the map for a pretty long time. They had the opponents cornered on the hill. Mm-hmm. But there was a point where they both fell back and they ended up cornered in the buildings, I think. I want to say they got pushed back into the middle and then they lost control.
Yeah. Definitely the loss of control hurt them.
Yeah. It was unfortunate for them. I'm trying to remember the name of the other team right now.
Eat meat.
Eat meat.
All right. Eat meat or eat meal. Pretty sure it's eat meat.
Anyway, their team, Eat Meat, Eat Meal, they did a good job of pulling it together and resetting their position. I'm
wondering how they'll deal with another team that has strong neutral game as well, though, because the two teams that they've, our team and Tenkai and Dekanya, we both have a heavy melee suit.
Yeah, it's a heavy melee suit with a somewhat...
Well, Reborns is much better at range.
I was going to say, I think the Reborns team has a more viable chance against it.
Yeah,
because they have... Like, legitimately, Reborns is supposed to be playing front. He has a ranged weapon. He should be able to handle it. But for some reason, there was some sort of, like, failure of positioning in that game.
Yeah, but, like if they get put up against either of these two teams, they might have a more difficult time.
I think they will have a more difficult time. But their neutral game is not bad. So
no, it's not bad.
Either of these two teams decide to stay in neutral, then the question is who's better at it.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I feel like Team Eat Meat is less aggressive with their positioning.
Yeah, they definitely are less aggressive. They kind of capitalize on their opponent's mistakes.
So it depends on which team decides to aggress first and how well they do it.
Yeah. Well, either way, they're going to have to play against a very strong neutral game in the next round.
Yeah, we'll see how this
whoever
goes.
proceeds here. Okay, it's V2 and Kshatriya
versus GPO and Kashi. GPO 3.
And this is also going to be a very heavy neutral game.
This is actually a pretty common game that you'll see while in NorCal.
Yeah, when we're playing casuals or we have like a NorCal dogfight, these are some pretty common teams. Garobi. This V2 doesn't open up with his Assault Buster immediately. He usually starts off with the... Assault Buster.
He usually starts off with his armor mode?
It's just like Buster mode, I believe.
Yeah. He starts off with his fake Assault Buster.
Yeah, weak Assault Buster.
Yeah. I believe that his goal there is he wants to get some positioning on the map before he pops Assault Buster so he gets the most out of it.
Which is fair. I mean, you don't have to go in with guns blazing.
I feel sort of bad here. V2 is doing a good job of neutraling and doing damage, but he's getting hit by the missiles on his landings continuously.
That's one of the strengths of GBO3.
Yeah, he's getting popped back into the sky off of every missile and getting hit by a VR. It's a lot of damage to take for trying to land.
Yeah, right now, Team Red is slightly ahead because Chandra is taking some damage. More so. Oh, actually, no. GPL3 is taking a pretty good chunk of damage.
I was going to say, I think actually Blue Team may be in the lead at this point.
Oh, yeah. No, fairly even now.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Oh,
they traded.
We trade.
Wow.
Okay, this is
3K's trade. They both come back with exactly the same amount of burst meter.
Yeah. Nobody's bursted yet. Oh, okay. No, there goes. Speak of the devil. Oh, geez.
Oh, V2 decides to go hard on GPO3 instead of trying to take out Kishi, which honestly would have probably been the better answer there. Instead, he's lost almost half his health already to Garobi. Good job dodging that Garobi.
Yeah.
Gets a good hit on GPO3. He needs to land or he's going to get Garobi. Yes, he does. Good shot.
From what I noticed, James is very good with his Garobi. He lands a lot of them.
He does land a lot of them. I feel like it's because people underestimate the speed on Kishi's Garobi. Like, I feel like people don't respect it enough.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a very good Garobi. It's fast and it tracks well.
And in Minasuke mode, he's got 2 of them.
And in Minasuke mode, he has 2. And it actually refills. So if you use your normal one, before you go into Minasuke, you get 3.
Yep. Okay, so they're not trying to kill V2 as heavily right now. They're just zoning him and taking care of Kachantia. It's an easier target.
V2 wants to be careful here. Oh, this is a very dangerous play.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Good land.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
he's
no.
done.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm impressed that missed, honestly.
Yeah.
This is going to be very dangerous.
He has enough distance. He can. Oh, wow. This is actually really close.
Oh, that was a nice try. The Garobi was the last ditch effort there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there was, I believe those were funnel missiles?
I believe those were the funnel missiles.
Yeah. Okay, was there any team switch or the same thing now?
I believe they're playing the same team. I'm not completely sure at this moment. Yeah, it is the same team.
All right.
I'd
be kind of surprised if they switched up. I think...
I'd be kind of surprised if they switched up, but I mean, it is feasible that they would. I don't think Anthony has a strong suit or another back suit that's quite on the level of his Kshatriya.
Yeah, when he backs, he either plays Kshatriya or sometimes he plays Impulse.
Yeah, but I feel like he plays Impulse back sort of passively.
It's a little too passively. He basically tries to play it like Kshatriya.
As Impulse, which unfortunately is not quite as effective.
Yeah, doesn't quite work.
Whereas Isaiah could switch to a different suit, but I think he feels like he could have done it, and I do believe he could have.
Yeah,
it
was definitely down to the wire.
There were some missed calls, I think, on their side.
Yeah,
but the blue team could have had that. Oh, once again, getting missiled on his landing.
The random missiles.
He tried to boost after landing, he just got hit by a missile. Wow.
Wow.
Pretty sure that shot was not meant for
trading random
GPO3.
shots. That was a good fence.
That was a very good fence. GPO3 is taking a pretty solid amount of damage right now, actually. Oh, that Garobi misses. Nice sidestep.
Oh, punish? No.
Back step to a. Oh, nice dodge on the Garobi. Watch out for him, GPO3 there.
Once again, it's fairly even.
Gets hit by a missile barrage. I believe those were micro missiles.
Not too much damage, but still unnecessary.
Kshatriya is taking some damage here as well.
Oh, good.
That was a good job. Kshatriya gets, I think, about 150 damage in on Kishi.
Yeah.
I don't know if she landed any BRs. Definitely got defense though.
I think she's landed a few BRs off the fence, but other than that, not really much. Oh, good.
Oh, that was a good job. Managed to take advantage of the blocking sheet, shoot him to the side.
Yeah, it was actually barely an angle though. I think if he was a little,
Oh, shoots Kashi out of the sky. Actually, blue team is significantly in the lead at the moment, I think.
Yeah.
V2 could... Oh,
okay.
That was lucky.
Okay, it nicked his shoulder.
V2 could arguably even just pop his burst here to get the kill, but no!
Oh, no.
No, he decides to go
melee.
too close and he dies.
Oh, is this Kshatriya?
Kshatriya is going to go down here. V2 does trade.
V2.
V2. Okay, actually, this is still pretty okay. Kshatriya comes
still
back
pretty
with
even.
significantly more health than
GPO3 will when he dies.
There's going to be a full burst here from Kashi to defend, yes.
Oh, shoot. She is going in hard. Kshatriya still has a full burst, so she can save herself if necessary. Oh, okay, good fence.
Actually, Kashi is in bad shape.
Oh wow, Kashi has taken a lot of damage.
Kashi went really hard on the Kshatriya and he got punished.
Yeah, I think he was trying to peel for GPO3 too hard and
yeah, I think he was a little too concerned about GPO3's health at that point.
Yeah, and Isaiah and Anthony did a good job at like
taking advantage of it.
Not tunnel visioning.
GPO3 is trying to play front, but GPO3 is not a good front. Kshatriya is saving her burst. I don't really know.
Oh, GPO3 goes down.
I don't really agree with this decision right now to save that burst when she was getting shot, but it pays off, I guess, maybe?
I think at this point she's just going to use it for extra boost. She can't afford to get tagged.
I think she might use it either for extra boost or offensively.
Yeah, there we go. Extra boost.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is all up to V2 now. Kshatriya. Oh, okay. There we go.
Kshatriya gets it.
Oh, okay. With funnels.
That was pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
I was a little concerned about the full burst that Kshatriya sat on for the entire game, but
yeah,
it did pay off to some degree, I suppose. I suppose there wasn't a good opportunity to use it prior to that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how much health she had when she was getting comboed earlier, but
well, she came back with 300 and then
something. So which means that she got shot.
She got tagged by something. She was probably watching the incoming fire and was ready to full burst.
Yeah, I hope she was. Yeah.
There have been instances
where people,
especially in this tournament, where people don't notice how low. Oh, that was a good Garobi.
That Garobi. She backed up into it, couldn't see it on the minimap behind him.
Yeah.
That was somewhat unfortunate. Kshatriya trying to avoid damage, still eats some missiles there. V2 is trying to move forward here. I think he should try to push out of the hill. This is a pretty dangerous position to be in.
Yeah. The hills have a lot of uneven terrain that can be disadvantageous.
It's better to try to stay on the flat surface in the middle of the map overall. Oh, that was a nice fence.
Yeah. I mean, to some degree, the hills can be used for cover if you know what you're doing, but
the hills can be used for cover, but you also put yourself up against the edge of the map.
Yeah. That's dangerous.
That's the biggest problem.
If you need to fall back or you need to maneuver around, the wall can be the end of you.
Yeah, it forces you to maneuver past the enemy team directly through them when you want to get out.
Or to the left and right.
Yeah, which honestly might still be through the enemy.
Which is even worse because it gets you in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, this might
hit.
X2,
or X2. V2 using his half burst this time. Trying to get these kills.
Yeah, I think V2 is going to play a much more aggressive game this time.
Oh, gets hit on his landing by missiles once again. This is once again a very even game. We have a little bit of damage on Kshatriya, a little bit of damage on GPO2.
And then all the damage on the fronts.
Both fronts have a whole lot of damage on them.
Yeah.
V2 gets the kill. Oh my god, he got through those missile packs. I thought he was going to get hit.
Okay, there goes V2.
V2 goes down, unfortunately. But he did a pretty good job with the remainder of his life there. Got some hits in on GPO3. Kshatriya is doing something very dangerous here. Oh, okay. Watch out, shouldn't jump in vector there.
Yeah, that was poor movement.
Yeah, he moved in a straight line away from Kashi, which is... I'm surprised Kashi didn't just try to Garobi him there to some degree.
I bet you Chi didn't expect him to go in a straight line either.
I mean, I wouldn't expect him to go in a straight line.
He just shot a few shots just for pressure.
Oh, that shot curved into the buildings.
Poor landing.
Might not have realized Kashi's red lock was that good. But I believe Kashi had Minovsky mode on. Yeah, he did. Once again, both teams still quite even. Kashi and V2 are similar amounts of health here. Oh, Assault Buster comes out.
Kshatriya is definitely playing very far back now.
Kshatriya does not want to take any hits.
Oh, incoming GPO 3 with his
I think we might have an activation attack.
Oh, is that a
Extreme
Gary?
attack?
No,
no.
VR. Okay. Kshatriya is still holding on to hers.
This is actually somewhat surprising that GPO 3 would use his burst offensively. Oh my gosh. Kshatriya gets hit by full map Garobi. Oh, that Garobi.
This is very similar to last game.
GPO 3 is down. GPO 3. Oh my god, the funnels. Wow.
Oh man.
Once again, they pull it back from the brink with funnels.
And now everyone's man-hugging it out.
Yep, man-hugging it out. You can see them on the camera in the top right. Alright. NorCal man-hugs.
Isaiah, you had an ugly-ass face at the end.
Wait, what did he want?
He was just like...
Alright, it looks like
apparently we're up. Alright. We're going into the losers bracket now.
Hot shots. I couldn't get the range correct though. Anthony!
Hey, what's up? I don't know who is next. I think this is losers. Yeah, it's Nathan and Tari who are just on commentary. I don't know who they're fighting. Merc? No, not Merc. Yeah, sure. The other person in losers. Canada? No. Canada. Maybe it was Canada. Oh, Double Jeff? Dub Jeff? I think they're fighting Double Jeff. Nathan Tari? Oh, okay. Hello, Lark. Jay. Nathan and Tari versus Double Jeff. Yeah, Nathan Tari versus Double Jeff. We are in the round 1 of top 8.
Yeah. Did you already say it?
Yeah, I said it. I said the match.
Hey, Forbley. Hey, Lark.
Hey, Sataya.
I think 2.5k shouldn't really be using a half burst and not get a burst on her second life. Yeah, maybe. Or they should probably block some stuff so they actually get a full burst when they, I don't know. Like there are situations where they die before they even get full burst. Like if they don't do any damage.
So back to the match. We have a NorCal versus SoCal showdown right now. And we have Team Madoka Titus representing NorCal. Double Jeff representing SoCal. My prediction here is that I like Madoka Titus over Double Jeff, but their cost composition here is a little less than ideal, I think. And here we go, straight into it. So let's see what Tari can do here. Oh, gets hit by a Zavanya. It's very unfortunate. Putting out those God Flashes. Very scary move, by the way. Comes out real fast.
Yeah, we have God and Luna, a very unorthodox team. You don't see these two suits play together, especially not in like a team whole environment like this.
Nice combo from Tari on Quanta just now, by the way. Playing the pace of the match.
God hits Quanta with the fire pillar, doesn't capitalize off of it.
Yeah.
Back to neutral.
He's playing it safe. Doesn't want to get cut. Oh, fails to block the Zavanya. I feel like he wanted to block there, but instead he got something else.
Yeah. It's a little even, maybe slightly in Team Madoka. What is that?
Madoka Titus.
Madoka Titus.
Yeah.
I guess it's just slightly in their favor because of the lenient 2.5k 2k composition. Whereas minimal overcost.
Yeah, but nice snipe by Jeff right there. Even up the tables.
Yeah. Well, Quanta gets hit right before the bits came up. It's pretty unfortunate.
Oh, I don't know about that A when Quanta had shield bits. Things are pretty close. Oh, nice God Slash. Oh, doesn't finish it. That's fine. That's fine. He's safe.
Yeah, Quanta tried looking at Luna for a second.
Yeah.
Maybe thinking some damage.
Tari goes down. Things are pretty even. Alright, part of the half burst. Oh, looking at
2B for
Jeff.
movement. Moves around the God Finger. Goes in the flesh. Gets grabbed by God Finger anyway.
Kills him in Transjam, right? Yeah, he did.
Comes in with no burst.
Careful, Quanta with shield bits. Nice stalling by Tari here. But still gets punished on landing.
The biter put shield bits on himself to minimize damage, so he won't have shield bits for a while.
Yeah. Let's see. Quanta needs to like play it slow here. Play a little slow, I think. Nice job by Jeff, avoiding those snipes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
The biter gets a good snipe on Luna.
Yeah, Nathan's down. Oof.
Such hit by fire going on. Quanta wins that melee exchange. Gets a good combo.
Yep.
Gets hit by Luna, but shield bits are now on Quanta again.
It was a great play by Quanta to run away and punish him. So now Madoka Titus is on the ropes here.
Tari is virtually out of the game. He can't really do anything for risk that he'll,
Whoa,
die.
Luna. Just supers Quanta.
And that was a crucial super. Now, but that was also a crucial snipe by the biter.
Yeah. I don't know. Tari needs to get one combo here. Is this the combo? It's not it. Oh!
This is the moment that Tari's been waiting for. One life. Oh, gets hit by those missiles.
That was a great reaction right there by Tari just to dodge the Zavanya there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely feel like they played a little too far. Because Quanta can afford this hurdle and wait for the bits.
Yeah.
And,
Well, he probably should have, yeah.
Yeah.
Or not should have, but that would have been the optimal choice. They won anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see if Nathan and Tari can pull it together.
Yeah, I'd like to see them do it. This is their last chance. If they lose, it's over. It's losers. There's no composition change. Tari wants to stick to his gun. Tari really likes God. I mean, he can play other suits perfectly fine, but God is his gun. Man, God's his man. God's his Gundam. So let's go. Alright.
With that full screen Garabi.
Yeah.
Getting mileage off of it.
Trying to get some Yamiuchis going in with the Fluid Psyche and
Acida's playing very patiently. Splits up the team. But
very nice.
God Gun gets a combo on Karadam. Gets cut by Luna.
Doesn't matter, damage is done. He got him on the back player.
Alright, shield bits are up. This is now Acida's time to go in.
Yep.
Playing a little too passively, I would say. He needed to sneak in some damage while he had the chance there.
Yeah. Shield bits? Well, I mean Quanta bits, really.
Karadam getting hit left and right. I think Acida's is playing too passively. They're letting the other team get some hits on his back player.
Yeah. They are moving left and right a lot. Oh, but he tries to capitalize and tries to corner jab, but
not completely sure what Acida's is waiting for.
Yeah, oh, there's the bits. It's go time. Nice block. Snipe. Okay.
Bits come off. Gets a good block on assist though. Alright.
Alright, nice cut. Camera cut change. Nice.
Sorry, activates.
Oh, here we
Guns
go.
for the biter.
Yeah, here we go.
He's gonna kill him.
No, I don't think so.
Gets a nice
Not
combo.
quite. Is I gonna stay down? Yeah, I'll stay down. Nice.
Almost doesn't matter who they kill first. The overcost will be significantly large.
It'll be immense. They're really ahead right now.
Alright.
Great synergy going with Ape and Tori right now.
Yeah, the game's already looking much different from the
Yeah.
last game. I think it's because Athletes was playing too passively at the beginning. Let them
Yeah.
sneak in shots on, carry them, so now they're in this situation. Athletes making something happen with his burst, or trying to.
Ooh, BD melee.
Good combo on God Gundam.
Yeah.
Gets hit. I guess he was trying to hit a button there.
Still have a lot of work to do though.
Shield bits, come on.
Oh.
They're getting some good damage on God, 219.
Evening up quite a bit.
Yep.
Nice. Punish? Punish? Oh no. Oh, going after Jeff. There you go.
Oh, Luna's still alive. Very crucial. Suddenly it's very close.
There we go.
Alright, good.
I don't know about that last camera change there, where like he could have tried to use the burst to punish Quantum for landing, and instead he went for Carradine instead, and then got zoomed by Gundam from behind for his trouble.
Yeah, probably a little too like wishy-washy on his targets.
Yeah.
Targeting there. I think Acid Ace and Jeff could definitely take this if they have, if Acid Ace plays more aggressively and doesn't let them like target, carry them so freely.
Yeah. I mean, I understand Quanta feels fine turtling because he wants to wait for the bits.
Yeah, I think Acid Ace might be afraid of the melee encounter with God.
Yeah, God Slash, God A, all really good tools.
Yeah, the God Pillar is very good at stopping melee.
Yeah.
Playing some neutral here.
Yeah.
Your assist doesn't hit. Both teams are pretty good about avoiding damage, but God.
Yeah, the double Jeff draws first blood. See if Tari can make up the difference here. Oh, they got Jeff in the they got Carradine in the corner. Okay. Good choice by Tari to heal instead of trying to go for a
Carradine gets a good snipe on Luna there. She was trying to interrupt Quanta's combo. Now God is going really in. Perhaps 2 in, trying to get damage on Carradine. It eats a lock on assist, 85 health.
Yeah, Tari, they're kind of in trouble right now.
Luna also taking damage. This isn't looking like the last game. Or it is looking like the last game. Not doing so good. That sweeping Garby tags Quanta. Doesn't do a lot of damage though because it was towards the end of the beam.
Tari looking for the opportunity here, but Quanta's bits gets tagged.
Trades uses the shield bits to avoid damage from the God Pillar as he fires his A and gets the kill on God. Gets a kill on Luna. Carradine is still, well, just as I say that he gets hit, but suddenly it's just about evened up.
If Carradine dies, it should be very big for
Yeah.
Team Madico Titus. And here, okay, choosing to back off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't really afford to make trades now. Just need to straight up win exchanges.
Yeah. Quanta has 75% burst. Probably use it very soon to get some guaranteed damage in. Quanta burst as well.
Yeah.
Or Quanta just did a killer. Goes for
shield.
melee.
Oh yeah. A doesn't work out.
Alright. Try to save combo. Carradine doing a good job just running away. He has to prioritize his own survival right now, which that was a very poor mistake, jumping into the fire like that.
Yeah.
As they still has almost full life,
Ooh, nice.
not so much anymore, but he has shield bits. He's got
Tari
knocked off too.
is smashing A on Quanta.
Mid-air snipe on God Gun up to Carradine.
Tari just waiting for Quanta to go in. It feels like he wants to bait him out.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to put himself at risk here.
Yeah, they feel pretty comfortable.
It's going well, really. They're gonna win one more exchange like that.
Yeah, I think
pretty good.
Tari's plan is just to draw their fire while Luna's Garabiza from full screen away.
Yeah. Ooh. Alright. Fun's trying to do Oki, gets 8 for his trouble.
Gets cut by his teammate.
Here comes here comes Nathan. Luna! Okay. Paradigm burst. Good counter burst.
Oh, and
Ooh,
Team
yeah.
Double Jeff takes it.
Yeah.
Wow. That was very close.
I think the problem there was both teams had built up so many resources and it came down to like the usage of bursts right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was definitely very significant. I was pretty surprised that the fighter was able to dodge that Shin assist. Like, I don't know if it was like on purpose, but that would have definitely like changed the entire game. It would have won them the game.
Yeah, I think it's because he had kept moving during the entire thing, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, who's next?
And the angle wasn't good. The next is on Team Pizza, GM Custom and Hadovich versus Team Canada or a Vancouver team, Merkalot.
Oh, okay.
I forgot their handle, just like Renegade and something.
Yeah.
But
I have no idea.
the team from Vancouver, Merkalot, should be playing Unicorn Freedom. Then Hadovich and GM Custom. I don't know what suits they'll pick for this matchup, actually. But they were playing Sazabi, Rose, and Zulu, I believe, earlier. So yeah, let's see. Alright, both players are sitting down to their stations. Above we have the team wait, this is... Oh yeah. Above is the team from Vancouver. Below is the team from... Well, they're from SoCal,
From the internet. They're from the internet.
Yeah, we'll say from the internet. But just a little background information. Hadovich here is from Kuwait. And he's only been in America for a few years, that's what I've heard.
Don't ask me.
Yeah, so I hear
That's cool.
I hear he's from Kuwait. Well, I mean, we spoke for a bit. He's chill. And GM Custom is a SoCal native. I hear? I think he's a SoCal native. And let's see, should be an interesting match.
Who won the last game? That was Team Double Jeff.
Yes, Double Jeff just beat Marco Titus. So, I don't know who I like over the other right now. I don't really have... I'll be objective here, I guess. But, I don't know. I have a feeling Canada might pull it out.
Yeah, maybe. Don't want to jinx them.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx them, but I have a feeling they'll pull it out. I don't know, though. It's always fun to predict, though. It's always fun to make predictions.
Yeah.
So,
Both teams very strong. They definitely deserve their place in top 8. Unfortunately, the other Canada team didn't make it out of their pool. They had a very tough pool.
did you know we have 4 Canada teams here today, by the way?
No.
We have 2 from Vancouver, British Columbia, and 2 from the next state over, Calgary, Alberta.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I think it was what was that? The Raptor and the other guy, Yowzer. They're from Calgary.
Okay, that's cool. Anyway, match beginning.
Yeah.
Unicorn Mirror.
Yep. One's a theme team, one's not a theme team. Unicorn Shinanju here. That's right, they played this team earlier, at the very end of the polls.
Yeah. I think a lot of the matchup will definitely come down to how the Unicorn player utilizes NTD mode.
Yeah.
You get a lot of burst and explosive power when you're in that mode. So whoever can get the more mileage from that will definitely have the edge.
But Shinanju is really not doing very well. He's already taken half his life,
Yeah.
or lost half his life.
Freedom has not taken any damage yet.
Nope. Unicorn's taking quite a sizable chunk of damage too.
Alright, both Unicorns have activate. Team Pizza activates first.
NTD time. Oh, NTD. Everyone's
This is combo on
NTD.
Freedom.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, good block from Team Pizza.
Yeah. Team Pizza's evening things out here, but Canada still has a slight lead.
Oh, it's GM Custom
Oh,
playing.
we're really evening things out here now. Burst. See what happens in this burst. Nice.
GM Custom gets attacked by the fog from.
Yeah, I'm a Psycho Jammer. Alright, Unicorn and Burst. Another Unicorn and Burst. Canada Burst. Calgary Unicorn and Burst. Chasing down Shinanju. Very nice.
Yeah.
Gets that damage.
At this point, they may just chase down Shinanju to force the overcast and then just go for him again.
Canada is doing very well with health management right now.
Yeah.
Excellent, actually. So Shinanju has pretty much been neutralized here, and he gets tagged. Alright, let's see what can happen. Alright.
Alright, he misses his Zunda, or I guess his VR combo. Alright, so Shinanju activates as well, tries to go for melee, doesn't get it. Yeah. But on the other hand, GM Custom gets it.
This is kind of working out for them.
Camping over Freedom. He has to get the kill now. Gets the fog.
They got it.
Shinanju picks it up with the rocks. Nice.
Yes. Canada slightly ahead here, but things are quickly evening. And as I speak, they're practically even. But Canada has 2 bursts and Pizza has 9.
Team Merculot still has NTD mode on their Unicorn, but just took a good combo now.
And even though they have bursts, Unicorn is what, 44 life. Okay, Freedom Burst.
Alright.
Here we go. Yeah, burst. Okay. They close it out with these bursts. If they can close it out, it's going to be huge.
Oh, and
oh,
Team
wow.
loses Team Pizza for the first game.
Yeah. It went down to the wire.
It was looking really good for Team Merculot, Team Merculot at the beginning because they were both managing health very well. Freedom had like 430 health when Unicorn spawned.
Yeah.
But they ended up losing exchanges, and I think a lot of it came down to how GM Custom was using his NTD mode. Got some good melee combos in. Definitely changed the pace of the match.
I definitely feel like Merculot should have had all the cards to win there. They both had burst. Pizza did not. But in the end, I think they both had a split in agendas. They both went in time situation. They both picked a target and ran for it.
Yeah.
And he got mashed out because he got too close. But he had more resources to win, you know?
Yep.
So I think that was a big misplay at the end there. The end game, they had the end game, right?
So this is looking similar to the last game.
Yeah, Shinanju's taking a lot of damage again.
Yeah.
Oof.
He tried to fluid step back jump, but gets hit by the Garabi from Freedom. 21 damage. At this point, Shinanju has no choice but to play front.
Nope.
Which is not, well, obviously you don't want to like have that as your main game plan, but it could definitely work if they start, you know, getting into hits now.
Yeah, if they can, you know, do a reverse situation here, like pick down a guy without taking any damage.
Yeah, it's definitely an uphill battle because Freedom has taken 0 damage.
Yeah. Scoring some damage on the Merculot's Unicorn right now. Shinanju with the burst.
Shinanju overheats, doesn't get punished.
Yeah, nice, nice.
Good Zunda.
Okay, sword mode change. Okay, just to get the movement option to run away. Rocks. Yeah.
Alright, Team Merculot's Unicorn has does have NTD mode, but he is bursted.
Yeah.
Combo in.
Things are looking kind of bad.
Combo.
Team Pizza's Unicorn, if he gets one more hit, the overcost will be immense. I feel like a 130 life coming at 130 probably around there. NTD mode, BD melee. Okay, Psycho Jammer. Nice cool step back.
Unicorn finally dies, but Freedom is protecting himself very well. Stalls in the air. Gets caught by the fog though from GM Custom. Now, GM Custom and Hanavic are both on the ropes.
Yeah.
They have no life to spare. One VR from Unicorn will kill each of them.
Shinanju has a burst though, but yeah, they're quite behind. Oh, overheat, yeah, got a burst. Okay.
At this point, Freedom has played perhaps too passively and...
Yeah. But Canadians keep in trouble too because the Unicorn is about to die. One hit, 1 or 2 hits,
yeah,
it's over for them.
Very even now.
But again, they have a huge advantage in burst.
Alright.
The other team does not have a burst.
Alright,
Here, as I say.
Shinanju has 250 life, comes in with the most.
Yeah. NTD burst.
Something happened.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that's not. Oh, he could have killed Shinanju right there.
Yeah.
That would have been the game.
At this point, anything will kill GM Custom, even like a single Vulcan. He has 1 HP. Although Team Blue doesn't have it.
Let's go unicorn. Yeah, okay.
And Team Mercolot. Is that it?
No, that's 1-1. It's 1-1.
Oh, right. Yes, Team Pizza won.
They managed to close it out.
GM Custom is playing Unicorn. It's going to be on the bottom right of your screen.
Yeah. So I definitely feel like Canada has the edge here.
Yeah, it was very shaky. GM Custom and Hadovic, they could definitely take it more convincingly if Hadovic stresses more defense. He needs to not get hit so much, especially in the first like 30 seconds of the match.
I mean, some of his movement is forced because of the way Shinanju's BZ is.
Yeah.
And you know, he just shouldn't need to fire BZs like that, and you know, full step back like that. You know, like his movement is putting him in trouble.
Yeah.
The way he's playing the neutral. Right. So if he can fix that this game,
Stepping back into it.
yeah, because they do really well at winning exchanges. They just have poor health management right now due to like the way they take damage with the movement.
This time, Freedom is taking damage. He's the one taking the early damage.
I think they made an adjustment here because Shinanju hasn't taken any damage.
Yep, doing very well on his health management so far.
Yeah.
They've not taken any damage on Team Pizza.
Shinanju looking really good. Watch out.
Shinanju gets Bazooka on Unicorn. Gets tagged by Beam Magnum though.
Yep. Okay, he was in red. He was about overheat.
GM Custom getting tagged by a couple of Beam Magnums himself.
Yeah.
Looking a little less even. That was a good reaction. He was boost dashing towards the Garobi, but saw it and boost dashed away.
Yep. Let's see if GM Custom here will make an opening with the NTD mode. He's chasing him down.
Yep.
Nice.
Team Mercolot uses NTD
Nice.
second, but he gets hit. It's looking very good for Team Pizza.
Very nice place here from GM Custom.
Alright, GM Custom tries to wake up melee, but gets hit by Team Mercolot's Unicorn again.
Whoa, nice kills him. Going for another kill.
Team Mercolot eats the overcost for the first time in this set.
Yeah. Right now, GM Custom out of it looking really strong. And here goes the GM Custom, super by GM Custom.
In order for Team Mercolot to make a comeback, Freedom has to start doing some more work. Has to burst.
GM Custom is down. And those BRs weren't going to hit in the first place.
Naja taking some more damage, but it's not a big deal as of the moment. Team Mercolot's in a more severe situation. Unicorn is going to be playing super back right now. Very passively, very safely, but he won't have as much fire power on the screen.
Nope. Freedom is basically going 2v1 now.
Team Mercolot eats heavy overcost on Unicorn, 120 health.
Overheat. Nice full burst though. Alright, can you use it? Nice.
Yep.
Land safely. Oh, he keeps going. Keeps going.
GM Custom as NTD.
Oh.
Going for, can't decide who to go for, overheats.
Nope.
Oh, doesn't eat that Beam Magnum. Dodges it safely. Gets hit by this Zunda combo. But both teams, it's about even-ish.
No. You know, Pizza's ahead by a life on Shinanju.
Right. True.
And they have burst. Canada's not getting another burst.
And
Yeah.
Team Pizza wins.
Shinanju made a huge adjustment in the beginning.
Yeah, didn't
Really
take
showed
any
his skill
damage.
there.
Dealt a lot of damage on Freedom at the beginning.
Yeah.
That is the price you have to pay, or the risk you have to be willing to take if you play 2.5k.
Yup.
Have to stress a lot of defense so you don't throw the health management off.
And just like that, Canada's out of the tournament. Every Canadian team has been eliminated, I believe. I think we might be playing now or soon-ish.
Next we have Team Stardust versus Team Double Jeff. Stardust is going to be White Devil and Jehudi. They'll probably be playing Kasi and GPO3.
Yes.
And Team Double Jeff is the Biter and Acid Ace, Quanta and Caradem. Or I assume they'll be playing Quanta and Caradem.
I'm not really sure how this will go. I think things are a little shaky for Double Jeff right now. But Roy, I mean, Jehudi scares me as well.
Yeah.
So it could go either way, really. I don't. I mean, no one cares. All right, we're swapping with Nathan and Tari again. See you guys later.
All right, so now that we are officially known as loser and no longer OTP,
Well, fuck you, Brett.
I told him to.
Fuck you.
Hey! It got rid of the OTP.
Oh, I see. Are you guys ready for screaming?
Are you ready?
I'm gonna scream my lungs out. Because there's gonna be a bunch of hype shit going down.
I'm not sure which teams are playing right now. Okay. Oh, it's Acidace versus
Team Stardust.
versus Team Stardust. Thank you.
Go Team Stardust!
It's not called Acidace. What is this?
Team Acidace.
Team Acidace.
I don't know. What's their team?
Double. Is it? Oh, double.
Oh, double.
Is it double jump?
Ju-
No,
Justin
is it?
or something like that? Double Jeff.
Is it Acidace? So Team Double Jump, right? Okay, so it is Team Double Jump.
Yeah, okay.
I believe they are trying to figure out who's supposed to be sitting there, and they seem to have done so. I see Jeff. Next to Jeff. With the GM Custom behind them.
Oh, dude. You can tell it's him because of that hat.
Yes. I could not tell it was him until he bent over.
It's okay, you can see him over here. Oh, no, never mind.
Oh,
There he is. Okay, cool.
Oh, where? Oh, he's sitting.
Yeah, he's sitting down.
Oh, Brett trying to rectify the camera problem as usual, but the tape is falling apart. Let me see.
Yeah. Next time we gotta bring stronger tape.
Yeah, I mean this duct tape isn't strong enough.
It's because it's weak duct tape.
We have to get better duct tape.
It's
This is blue.
It's
we
blue
need,
duct tape. We clearly need
we need gray duct tape.
gray duct tape. We need the like industrial stuff.
I mean, like, to be fair, this doesn't feel.
Yeah. Oh, you're moving on, I see. This game is PS3 only.
All right, someone lost.
You can pretty much, guarantee you'll never see this on Xbox.
Oh, yeah. It's not coming onto Xbox. It's not coming to the US.
Not only is it not going to come to the 360, Xbox One doesn't even exist in Japan yet.
Yeah, you guys, don't forget the Xbox One is not a Japanese available product.
Yeah, I think they're thinking about it maybe in the next year. But the last time Microsoft tried to
Market
hit the
in
Japanese
Japan?
market, they got blown out of the water.
They had to, like, seriously pay cash out to get exclusives like Idolmaster.
Yeah, I think the only thing that ever really...
Which wasn't really exclusive.
I think the only thing that... when Tales of Vesperia came out, they sold out of 360s.
Oh, right. I remember
Yeah.
that. And it was supposed to be a 360 exclusive
Yeah.
until it wasn't.
Yeah, until it wasn't. And then we're all just like, damn you!
It's okay.
Fucking Namco Bandai.
Everyone started realizing this is happening a lot.
Yeah,
after,
no, that was the beginning of their tyranny.
And then it went backwards to
They went to Grace's.
yeah,
And they started on the freaking Wii. And we're all like, why?
and then it went to the PS3.
Yeah, they went to the PS3.
And then they went back into like Symphonia to the PS3.
Well, okay, that's different though.
Oh, no, I
because-
know, but it's the same thing. It's updated
I guess. All right, here we go. So Stardust Crusaders.
versus Double Jeff.
Apparently, Acidate's partner is called the Biter.
Yes, he is called Biter Jeff.
Oh, I see.
Acidace is just called Acidace. I don't think there's a Jeff when people call him anything, but it's okay. This will probably go in the favor of the... I'm assuming Team Stardust is going to have a favorable position in this, but we'll see how this goes.
You all know that I have a clear bias towards one of the teams. You can take a wild guess.
I think it's Team SCR.
Oh, SCR. Wait, which
Am I right?
Team SCR?
It's right in the middle.
I don't know. Oh, yes! In the face, Quanta. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, So far, everyone's clean on HP except Quanta.
So far, no one has been touched except for Kashi and Quanta.
Yeah, I think Keratin's having a hard time landing his fire.
I don't think Keratin wants to land that often because there are missiles flying at his face.
Yeah. Oh.
Keratin
she got
no
tagged
ammo.
by something. Maybe it was like a.
Yeah, that's what I was
funnel?
saying. He got hit by something. I don't know what.
think
It was probably a carry funnel.
Yeah, it looks really small.
Oh, there is an attempt to get melee in, and the melee was successful
got a
until he
little
blew
bit.
up.
This was goddamn missiles everywhere.
Well, welcome to the world of missiles.
Yep.
I think it took me and Nathan a good like
Oh yeah, when
10 games before we started winning against this team.
Oh, because okay, so when Stardust Crusaders started playing this team, it kept blowing me and Tari up like over and over again, and I eventually decided to go aggressive, and I switched from Blast Burst Luna to Assault Burst Luna, and it helped to some degree. Mostly, I just needed to stop getting hit by random missiles. Well, in the meantime, she has been taking. Oh, she goes down.
She goes down.
Okay, they've evened it out. In fact,
once again, Quanta tries to go for the melee and gets hit by the whip. He's not going to pick that up. It's impossible.
Oh man, GPO3 is in sorry shape.
Oh, nice. Because she has an advantage against the projectile shield that Quanta puts on. Because when he shoots, the BR does a lot of damage to the shield, but the missiles just circumvent it.
Yeah, especially if Quanta is doing a lot of 4 and 6.
Oh, definitely. There's a Garubi there, missiles flying. They have to try really hard to take out GPOs. Oh, okay.
That was a good
wow.
that was a good switch on but he got punished for it minorly.
She can make this happen. Oh, okay. I think this is when he's going to Quantum Burst.
Oh,
maybe?
okay.
No?
Possibly. Oh, there's an activate. I think he's going to try to go for it.
Quantum Burst. It's charged. He wants to do it.
Quantum Burst? No.
Oh, shield bits. He might do it
shield
here.
Bits. Oh no! Wow, he's really holding on to that.
Oh my God, because she is just getting punished all over the place right now by Keratin.
I think right now their best bet is to just.
She. They needed to aggress harder on the Quanta or the Keratin.
Yeah.
Because they fell back and they were doing this very strange sort of passive poking game.
Yeah.
At one point, Kashi did move forward by himself, which was questionable, and because he was on his
is that when he
second
started
life.
losing all his HP?
Yeah, he was on his second life, and he moved forward by himself, and he ended up in between Quanta and Keratin. So when he flips his camera around in that situation, he can't see either player. Like
Yeah. You have to be, even when you're moving in, you have to be very aware.
you have to be very aware of where you're going. Putting yourself between the two players is effective in terms of splitting them up, but it also puts you in a very dangerous situation. And what ended up happening there was, I believe, Kashi turned to look at Quanta and landed and just got sniped.
Got snapped in the back.
Yeah, and then all of the damage started piling on.
Oh man.
Oh, I hear exciting music.
Oh, clean zoom down.
What amazing commentary. You're going to want to be somewhat careful against Quanta. Oh my god.
Man, GPO3 is getting way too much damage.
He needs to take care of himself better. Move away from the Quanta.
Yeah.
Spend more boost moving more aggressively away from the Quanta because he's going really close to him, which is questionable.
Yeah.
That's going to be the death of Kashi.
Oh man, this is not looking good for Team Stardust.
This is not. Quanta managed to get in and they were not.
She wasn't peeling effectively.
She wasn't peeling as effectively, but I feel like more than that, it was just a lack of overall teamwork.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Because when you can get in on this team, they do fall apart a bit.
Yeah. At this point, I think their best bet is to kill that Keratin. Oh, okay, yeah, Keratin is extremely low. They can get an overcost.
They actually have a pretty good chance at an overcost here. It doesn't matter necessarily which one of the two players they overcost.
Oh, geez, there's the GPO3.
Oh,
okay.
All right, the Keratin overcost has happened.
Oh, he lost
my
his
god,
Trans Am.
he died with his burst going.
Okay.
GPO3 has his burst. This is a very possible game now.
Okay.
He just needs to not get sniped.
Yeah,
Cannot get sniped.
Don't get sniped. Don't fuck it up, Roy.
Oh my lord.
Okay, okay. Oh!
He got sniped!
Oh! No! No!
All he had to do was not get sniped.
We only have one more layer of NorCal.
We do?
Yeah, Zay and Anthony. Winners.
Yeah, we still have Alex and Sean too.
Oh yeah, we do. You guys can't lose. You guys can't lose.
Sean, if when you face that team, I want you to go all in melee.
Yeah, I want you to completely wreck them with your sword.
I want you to throw your sword at Caradum and then do the super sword on Quanta.
Alright, nice try, man. This game is not very well known outside of Japan.
Oh no, it's pretty well known throughout Asia, I think.
Oh yeah. They have a Hong Kong version of this game.
Yeah, I mean it does get released in Asia. It doesn't get released outside of Asia, though.
Yeah, definitely in Europe and in Americas, where you don't hear about this game unless you have a friend that shows you it, or you're watching a stream.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I think a large part of that is because, well, for one, Bamco doesn't want to spend money localizing this game.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like they localize very many games of this nature in the first place.
I think Bamco doesn't have a very good grip on what America wants.
Yeah. And then
I think recently Bamco Namkai's American division closed.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
So,
but I mean, like, they don't even put out, like, generally, I don't think they even put out, like, feelers to find out if there's interest in the game.
Yeah, no. Like, I think, well, it's not just a Bamco Namkai thing. I think Japan developers, like, save Nintendo and stuff like that, haven't
No,
been...
even Nintendo is sort of guilty of this. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel you're probably correct.
They definitely have a lot of bias and...
But, I mean, even beyond all that, once again, there's all the copyright issues involved with trying to actually localize this game.
To be fair, I completely understand it from a business point. Even though we have this like giant room filled with people that love this game, it's still not that many people.
It's true.
Yeah, it doesn't justify them porting all of it, especially when they know that we're buying it anyways.
Yeah, actually, that is true too. I mean, like, the people who really want the game already paid for the game, so why should they localize the game?
Yeah. Fortunately, they're not blocking us with any like restrictions. We were actually pretty afraid that we wouldn't be able to play at all due to the accounts.
Oh yeah, we had concerns that they were going to IP block us and whatnot.
Yeah, but they're cool about it and they didn't.
At least there were no concerns about us not being allowed to stream it.
Yeah.
not like that Smash Bros thing at Evo earlier.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty funny.
We got Crimson Knights versus Pizza.
The team
out the door.
is getting
Shinanju gets
corrected.
kicked in the ass with Beam Magnum, just like in the show. Okay.
Shinanju dodging, flipping around, dodging. Not sure about how exactly this game is moving.
Yeah, this is...
Oh, that was a nice block, but he just gets hit, doesn't sidestep out of it.
This is going to be pretty messy. This is really hard to get in on. They have a lot of projectiles going out.
It's a little bit strange the way blocking works in the game now. So if you're used to vanilla blocking, you actually will get messed up a lot in this game, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh, Tenkai taking
a lot of damage there. From,
Reborn's got a good Girobi punch on it though.
He did, but I don't know if it's good enough because
Shinanju
hasn't taken damage. So this is a very dangerous situation.
Red Frame is straight up down.
Red Frame is pretty much out of it, so it's up to Reborn to actually dish damage out here.
Yeah, they're gonna have to make sure Reborn does his job and Red Frame stays back. Oh no, Red Frame goes down.
And Reborn is really low now. Red Frame has called front play.
Yeah, at this point it's back Reborns.
Yeah, Reborns is trying to back up, so he doesn't die
missile?
unnecessarily.
Okay, no, he dodges missile.
Goes for the red. Oh my god.
Reborn should have stepped.
Yeah, he should. More than a step, I feel like he should have just not been in that range. He went for a green lock Garobi on a falling opponent, and that wasn't going to hit.
Oh, is that what happened? Okay.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
think
that's
that would
a-
have killed him necessarily, but
Oh no, they're going too hard on that.
he does end up getting the unblockable setup. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but there was a Shinanju flying ahead. He could have easily been punished.
he could have easily been punished, and I feel like it was an unfortunate use of meter.
Yeah, yeah. But right now, I think they're trying to get whatever they can get. Oh,
Yeah,
his block went
Red
down.
Frame goes down. So the way blocking works in this game, if anyone's not aware, in the previous games you could block, and after you finish blocking, you could block again. So you could block, you could backstep into block, or you could just like block. But in this game, after you block, you have to take an action.
Yeah,
If you don't take an
there's
action,
a short
you cannot
cooldown.
block again.
Yeah, you can't rapidly mash out blocks. There's a short cooldown before you can enter another one in.
So it's a sort of strange feeling for players who come from vanilla. Even in my game, I blocked a couple times, and I tried to like move around and block again, but it didn't.
Yeah.
I sort of messed myself up. So.
There's a lot of bad habits that we're gonna have to break and get used to new movement and things like that.
It's pretty straightforward, but it's one of those things where I think players who blocked a lot before might have muscle memory ingrained.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't. I just made really bad calls, but
Well, at least your blocks are coming out. I put in a lot of blocks. Or
I missed a couple of blocks on the other station, but
Oh yeah.
but I got most of my blocks here, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I've had several instances where I thought I was blocking and I totally was not blocking.
I don't know. It feels really funny sometimes when you block and the thing that you think is gonna hit you like doesn't hit you or comes later than you think. So you're just sitting there blocking and waiting. You're like, come on, please hit me.
Yeah, and then you've wasted 2 seconds sitting there.
Yeah, and they waste 2 seconds sitting there for this thing to hit you.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is the second round.
Same teams.
Same teams. Red Frame moving forward really aggressively once again.
Reborn's taking first blood for getting hit first.
Oh my. Red Frame moves in and just gets shot by Unicorn. I honestly don't know about this game. Oh!
Shit. That was a clean Garoby on his partner.
That was very unfortunate. Okay, Reborn has moved forward at this point. Trying to get the punish with Red Frame here.
Yeah. Oh shit.
The building area is really not conducive to melee gameplay, so...
Oh, he runs
Oh,
into
he
the
does
NTD
get
hack.
that. Manages to get the final cutter off his VR.
Oh!
That was very nice.
Okay, he missed. Oh, but he followed
Red
in
Frame
Amicon.
trying to punish. He does get the punish. He's going to get hit by Shinanju.
Reborn gets a good cut on Shinanju.
Unicorn is blocking, manages to get unblockables again. There are times where they should there are times to block in this game, there are times that you don't want to block. There are a lot of situations where I see players blocking that are just leading to them getting hit by unblockable setups.
Yeah.
But I don't know if a lot of players recognize the situation that they're in. Oh my god! Does not get the kill. But Red Frame has actually evened this game out.
Yeah, this is actually much more...
If he gets the kill on Shinanju, then they're actually significantly in good shape.
They're... Yeah, oh, no, okay.
My English is failing me.
That's okay. Okay, we can't speak anymore. We're just gonna yell.
Oh!
Okay, okay, it's cool.
Oh, Shinanju with like 5 health here. They don't get the hit.
Sanzam. Oh shit! Ah!
Red Frame.
Oh man,
Reborns.
Reborns, you have to rule the world. You can't die here.
Reborns, the world belongs to you. Oh,
okay,
Red Frame
okay.
gets that
Shinanju
hit.
goes down.
Red Frame trying not to get NTD hacked or killed. Shinanju has a full
man,
burst, so this is a very questionable situation. Oh my god, Shinanju burned his full burst.
Is he going in for it? Oh no! No! No, Red Frame, how could you lose the melee?
Red Frame went for the 6B. Shinanju went for the 6B. Shinanju 6B is faster.
Oh dear goodness. I think Shinanju has a pretty large...
Shinanju 6B
hitbox.
has a very large hitbox in front and to the side of him.
Yeah.
Mostly, I believe most of it's located to the right.
Yeah,
but,
I think...
Red Frame notably also came in from Shinanju's right.
Red Frame was also coming in with his AC.
Red Frame was
So
coming in
I
with
believe
his,
he has his sword...
Did he not change into a 6B?
I don't think so. I think he was going out of a raw melee out of his AC.
That is questionable.
I mean, to be fair, he could have AC'd. I think Final Cutter at that point actually might have just won.
Yeah, no, he definitely would have won if he AC or Final Cutter.
But it is noticeably difficult to decide to use Final Cutter in the sky, overboosted against an opponent who you think will try to shoot you.
To be fair, it was pretty ballsy on Shinanju's part to turn around in melee.
Yeah, he turned around. It wasn't exactly a turnaround. He was boosting away and then he sidestepped into a 6B.
Oh, yeah.
But
it was definitely a really good move on Shinanju's part.
It was a very good move, and it was somewhat risky, but I think at the same time, Sean was pretty much out of boost. He might have had enough for one rainbow.
Yeah. He had a little more boost, but I think he thought he had it.
Yeah. If he had, I honestly think he should try using Final Cutter some more, but
yeah. That's okay. This game only came out 2 months ago. At least in America. We're not like you Japanese people with all your practice.
I need to practice my God Gundam. When we go back, let's rank for 7 hours.
No, I got manga to draw, dude.
All right, let's rank for 17 hours.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. It's okay. There will be so much downtime in between the games. You control your manga while we wait for games with the turbo button.
Oh, man. Okay. We'll see.
I'll do my midterms in the downtime.
Yes. The responsible thing to do.
The responsible thing. You play games, and while you wait for the game to start, you do your midterm.
Yep.
It's probably a time test, so this is probably a terrible idea.
All right, so we got Double Jeff versus Pizza.
Mochi, Brett did not play. He is very busy running the stream. Most of the people on commentary did play. Unfortunately, the people currently on commentary have lost.
Indeed.
The people formerly on commentary have lost.
Indeed. NorCal, we're down to one team.
It's
But
okay.
I believe in them.
NorCal is down to the team that was not on commentary.
Yes.
Commentary is cursed.
I believe in them. I paid for that admission. They better win this shit.
You paid for everyone's admission.
So, yeah.
NorCal is here because of this one guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Quanta, take those shield bit damage. Oh, yes. Neither team is NorCal. But
This is SoCal versus SoCal.
But I still have a bias.
Quanta, I'm assuming he doesn't know how to do that combo. You know, if there's one thing.
You mean his CCAP combo?
No, you do it off of the toss AP.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can cancel the AP at a point where the enemy is floating directly behind you,
Okay.
and you can do just like a straight up melee combo off of it. But the timing is a little bit hard.
Is there a lot of down value on the initial stab?
There is a lot of down value on the initial
Okay.
stab. You can only do that like 3 hits.
Okay.
It does a lot of damage just like up front though. It front loads it.
Okay. Well, in any case, Unicorn and Shinanju are doing a bang-up job.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Quanta is not that good against heavy range spam.
Yeah, not only is it heavy range spam, it's heavy like range spam with artillery in there.
Yeah.
So it's much
also
riskier
very
for-
painful range
Yes,
spam.
it is. And Shinanju and Unicorn essentially have
Oh my
infinite
god.
ammo.
Unicorn successfully combos Quanta. Oh, okay, but Quanta comes back and kills him in burst, I believe.
Yes. Okay, Unicorn has no burst bar.
Unicorn has no burst bar, and Shinanju
Oh, there
is
goes
now
Shinanju.
dead.
Okay, this is
Quanta,
suddenly an even game.
Shinanju does have
Oh,
enough,
okay, Quanta,
okay.
take it.
Shinanju does have, oh no.
Oh, good
So
Sabanya.
notably, I think what happens here is, Karadam is not very good at peeling.
Yeah, Kiradam is not a very good peeler. He can punish.
Yeah, he can punish, but he can't peel.
Yeah.
So the idea for Karadam is he wants to end the game, but he also doesn't want to let Unicorn get this kill.
Okay, yeah, this is. Oh no, this is not good for him.
That's
Oh,
it.
oh, he got it.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
5B or AP. I believe those are shield. Were those the sword miss or was that just a stab?
No, I think he just.
Oh, that was just BR?
Yeah, he just Zabanya'd it. He Zabanya'd and backstepped into BR. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Oh man, come on. GM Custom. You guys had that.
Yeah, they were significantly on the lead, but they ended up letting they let Quanta get the kill on them at really inopportune times.
Yeah.
Shinanju running from Quanta into the sky was actually pretty okay, but he, like many players in that situation would have done, he focused on the run, and he didn't realize, Quanta's coming at him in a straight line. And Shinanju has this wonderful thing called a barrel roll rocket.
Yeah, he does. I think the Shinanju focuses too much on his melee game.
So he could have easily shot the Quanta out of the sky at that point. Or he could have also, alternatively, he could have just, if he was in melee mode, he could have thrown a rock at him.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going for the unblockable.
Heavy blocking. He gets punished by Karadim.
Karadim manages to save Quanta from the unblockable setup. Yep. Unicorn had that set up perfectly.
Yeah. Just like half a second more.
He already was behind him. It was just a matter of hitting him.
Yep. Oh man.
All right, Unicorn manages to get the hit on to Quanta there. I'll honestly be sort of disappointed if the Quanta team like wins the entire tournament.
Yeah.
But not like it's a discredit to their team, but like.
Yeah, no, like. I originally thought that there were stronger teams.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're doing a pretty good job.
They're doing a pretty good job right now.
To their credit, they have been winning. Still doesn't mean I don't have that.
Once again, Quanta just goes into the sky.
Unicorn down.
Shinanju needs to get out of the situation right now.
Yeah. Oh,
all right. Shinanju is somewhat okay. Oh my god, Unicorn gets hit by Savanya. Okay, Unicorn is dishing out damage on Karadim as well, so this is actually a very possible.
Down. Is that Karadim? No.
No, Unicorn needs to not try running straight up. This is not an effective way to beat melee in this game. While in previous games it was possible to go straight up and beat melee very easily, melee tracking in general is better at tracking people who are going up at point blank.
Oh! Okay. Goes to Double Jeff.
Double Jeff takes the game. But yes, in this game, melee tracking is, I wouldn't say it's necessarily noticeably better vertically, but what happens is, as you're rising, they follow you up better.
Yeah. In older games, they wouldn't track. I wouldn't say vertically. It's the way their suit
the vertical
spins.
movement.
Yeah.
So like in the current game, if they 6B at you or something and you're going straight up, they sort of like rise with you to some degree.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go 6B, it's just melee. Whereas in the previous game, when you rose, there was a much smaller amount of rising on the actual motion.
Yeah. In order to catch someone who's rising, you would have to use a quick rise, like
you would have to do something. Yeah, you would have to do something that actually got you to go up quickly, or you would have to call it out and just go up with them.
Yeah, which people still do in full boost.
Yeah, I mean, there are situations where going straight up is effective. Obviously, on your wake up, if they're standing right next to you, going straight up is usually effective.
Yeah.
Because depending on the range the enemy is from you, when you decide to go straight up, you can still defeat melee by going straight up.
Yeah. Going straight up isn't terrible. You just don't want to go straight up for extended periods.
You don't want to go straight up for extended periods because you run out of boost and you have to stall in the sky, which is very terrible, especially against certain suits like Quanta that have quick rise options.
Yeah.
But also the problem with going straight up is just the fact that it doesn't break melee at all ranges.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So
that's why it's so helpful for suits that have like Amikan, because they can go up and then Amikan down and cover the retreat.
Yeah, they can go up and they can, for example, backstep into Amikan and all that.
They have some tricks to deal with pursuers. Oh, I see someone changing their control scheme.
Pads, I think.
These are.
I think they're probably pad.
We got some pad warriors.
So
this is, I believe, this is semifinal. There's this, and then we have to go to semifinals losers.
Oh yeah. So what was I going to say? Oh yeah. What you will see more often in this game to beat melee is rising and then forward hopping over them.
Yeah.
Or not necessarily forward hopping, but just moving forward over the enemy.
Yeah. I do opt at times, if I'm getting rushed down, to just jump over them, because it messes up their trajectory and camera.
It messes up the trajectory, and then it also forces screen lock immediately.
Yeah.
As opposed to trying to go straight up, which doesn't force screen lock immediately and gives them a long chase period.
Yeah, but it's also kind of ballsy, because if you can't get high enough over them, you just run right into the melee.
Yeah. You have to be able to get over them quickly.
right?
Yeah, no, semifinal. I think semifinal. Losers have to.
Winners final. Winners grand final. Not grand final.
That's what I've terminology I've
Alright, so we're going into winners finals here. I believe it is still 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
The only game that is going to be 3 out of 5 is grand finals.
Yeah. So we have this match, and then we have losers finals, and then we have
grand finals.
So
that's 3 more matches, possibly 4 if whoever comes out of losers finals resets the bracket.
Yeah, possibly. Which is very possible because we have a lot of strong teams here.
We have a lot of strong teams here. I'm hoping we see some strong fundamental gameplay in this game.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, something happened?
I don't believe they're starting yet.
Did he choose the wrong suit again? Oh,
okay, yeah. Isaiah here on the left in the top right. I just want to point out who it is. Once again, chose the wrong suit.
Yeah.
So he's going to go kill himself against the CPU.
Because you can listen to Setsuna cry in pain. Gundam!
It totally sounded like he actually said it. It's okay. Nothing is as good as Jimmy Tamae. I would love to see somebody like try to play this game without any, like, purposefully not do a from back situation, but do a I just have to point out, I was thinking about it because I saw someone right left in the chat.
Okay.
But I was like, what if they just decided to split the map down the middle and be like, this half is mine? It's like, you handle that half, this half is mine.
We have like turf wars going?
They have turf wars. Whichever enemy encroaches on their turf gets attacked.
Yeah? Well, it would be pretty awesome if there was 2 people that were just so incredibly good that they could just 1v2 all the time.
They 1v2 all the time, and the other guy's just like sitting there watching. He's like, my territory is safe.
Yeah, and then he's going, and then he's like, okay, I got the melee rush down on this guy. Oh shit, he crossed the border, and he just backs off.
Yeah.
He just rainbow steps backwards and just falls.
But doesn't get punished.
Yeah, and you can't shoot over the border.
It reminds me of when I was in Washington, there was the street by my apartment that separated Redmond from Bellevue. And the cops there apparently weren't allowed to ticket you. They weren't allowed to fine you for jaywalking if you cross the street.
Okay. Huh.
So when you jaywalk, if the cop had like a fancy car, you jaywalk into the Bellevue side because the fancy car belonged to Redmond cops. And then vice versa, you just jaywalk into the Redmond side instead.
Oh man, because like by the time you're done breaking the law, you're already in another district.
Yep. But one of the teachers at my college decided that he didn't like it, so he would just stand there and call the cops.
Oh jeez. Okay,
he did it just to troll people, but.
Oh man. Okay. She gets hit.
It's Kashi and Kshatriya again versus Kashi and X2.
Once again,
alright, I forgot this is the Yo-Yo Long team.
Once again, it's another very heavy neutral game.
This is a very heavy neutral game team. It's going to be. Actually, I'm sort of surprised Isaiah went with Kashi here.
Yeah. If it doesn't work out, I have a feeling he's going to switch to V2.
Yes, I agree. I do believe that there is a lot of decisions here based on the beam cloak, possibly.
Yeah.
And just the fact that there's going to be a lot of missiles in the first place, so he wants missiles too.
So I'm not sure if countering missiles is the best option. It might be better to just have quick V2 beams to decisively hit stuff.
Yeah, I do agree with that. But the missiles really do help against the missiles and the Garo beam, most notably, really help against the X2.
Well, we'll see how it works out for them.
They're taking a lot of damage in this neutral game right now.
Yeah.
Oh, good Kshatriya hit on X2. The game overall is fairly even. X2 is a little lower than Kshatriya, but blue team's Kashi is a little lower. Oh my god!
Ooh, okay. Red team is now. I think I don't know about behind. I think it's still kind of even.
They are behind.
Okay, no, yeah, now they're behind.
Now they're behind. Another Garobi hit from Kshatriya this time.
Oh, okay.
All right, red team Minaki motors out. Oh, he gets a good Garobi.
Okay, now they're evening it out.
I'm a little bit surprised blue team she didn't try blocking that or
Oh,
something.
okay.
Oh my god.
There goes red Chi. Oh, okay.
Oh my, and but even though Red Chi already died and X2 is not in that great shape, I have to point out that Kshatriya is a terrible pick.
Yeah, that's true.
If Kshatriya gets hit, this game is going to be turned into a very bad situation for Red Chi.
Okay, she went down.
Kshatriya is still in a bad
Kshatriya has
situation.
permission to die, but still shouldn't.
I'm very surprised by the decision to Garobi at polling opponent, because it's very unlikely you're going to hit the polling opponent.
You have to time it just right, and even then it's dangerous because you have to sit there for a while.
For what it's worth, in that situation where the red team Kashi Garobi at Kshatriya polling, there was no one who would punish him, so he was completely free to do what he wanted. That was a very nice defense, and you just need to full screen Garobi.
Very good. Oh, nice. Okay, X2 is down.
Blue team has once again taken the lead here.
Yeah.
With the I see.
Okay,
I see.
Kshatriya is keeping a hold on her activate.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Blue
goodness.
team Kashi gets punished for running out of Minosky.
Both Kashis are somewhat low.
Both Kashis are in bad shape here. I think blue team Kashi will get a half burst here, but red team will not. It's also worth pointing out that Kshatriya still has her almost full burst here.
Yeah.
So, burst-wise, the game is going to favor the blue team here. Blue team, she has his half burst,
but he's going to have to make sure
he
doesn't get tired of
something happens here when he uses it. He needs to be careful.
Activating.
Kshatriya activated. He might want to burn his half burst to try to do something with Kshatriya.
Okay, he's got Minosky mode. He has the mobility to get around. Just don't get tagged. Activate.
He's activating. He's going to go try to get this landing punish on X2.
Oh, those missiles from his VR help out.
He doesn't get the combo. Oh my god.
Oh, is that it?
That's it. He gets hit.
Oh, that was really close.
That was very close. They actually had that on the VR missile part, but he was unable to pick it up into a combo.
Yeah. Man. X2's cloth does respawn, but it only respawns on 0. So he can continually take it on and put it back on. But not only until when it reaches 0 will it start to reload. Oh yeah, and if he only gets it back on respawn if he is not overcosted.
But it does respawn.
Yes. It reloads.
Yeah, or reloads. Because you reload cloth.
Yeah.
He just generates it, you know. When he's flying around, it's like the way you generate electricity for your car.
Don't put logic into this. They have an infinite amount of bazooka ammo.
It's okay. It's made out of Gundanium alloy.
No, those are only wingsuits.
Wait, really?
Yeah, only wingsuits have Gundanium alloy. Everyone else uses, I don't know, whatever, real metal.
Trans Am alloy.
No, Trans Am is the core. Okay.
All right, random Garobi's into the sky from one Kashi.
Yeah, Kshatriya got tagged by a bit.
Wow. The red team Kashi successfully slides under the Kshatriya fence and then hops up the other side.
Very good.
The two Kashis are rushing at each other in Minosky mode for some reason. Kshatriya taking some damage. X2, has he taken damage yet? I'm not sure.
Yes, he has. Even before the beam fence.
Oh, okay. Oh, blue team Kashi gets the Garobi instead. That was actually pretty interesting.
I think they were both thinking the same thing there. Huh?
The red team tried it first, but he missed the landing timing and then he got punished for it.
Ah, I see. Oh, okay. Beam fence.
Beam fence onto X2, but the blue Kashi got hit by the stun funnel from stun bit from X2 instead.
Yeah, it's to be noted for vanilla players. The beam fence is a lot better now.
The beam fence is so much better.
It doesn't affect your allied partner, so you can throw them out just wherever the hell you want, and if it hits something, it's an enemy.
It's worth pointing out the beam fence also does a lot of damage, and it can be Ame cancelled.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they have 2 new beam fence inputs they can use.
Oh yeah. Kshatriya can now put beam fences horizontally.
Or just make random sweeping curtains in front of her face for some reason.
Yeah. Alright, red team is in
Red team is
okay.
in very bad shape right now.
I thought. Oh, there he goes. Okay.
She goes down. He does not have his burst. He spent it. I didn't realize that, actually. Whereas blue team Kashi hasn't even spent his half burst yet, so he can still make a play happen.
Oh, there he goes.
There it goes.
Going aggressive. I think that's the wise choice in this match.
I agree. Oh, those missiles. They both get hit by missiles.
Oh man. Okay.
Activates Minosky.
Oh,
He wants something to happen here.
Gonna
Trying to get
punish?
the X2.
No.
X2 burst. Does not want to land there.
Oh.
She has not died yet. Kshatriya is
Kshatriya is
starting to take damage. Oh no!
Oh no, there's the overtoss.
Kshatriya went down first.
Okay. Oh, this is not good. Kshatriya is not a good front suit.
Not even vaguely. Kshatriya can make things happen because she has fences that she can place, but it's mostly based on landing punishing and
Landing punishing,
positioning.
yeah, and the fences are mostly effective against the melees, and this is mostly a neutral game. Not neutral game, just range game at this point.
I think that might be a Garobi coming. It is a Garobi.
Oh, okay.
X2 dies.
Activating.
He's trying to dodge this Kashi.
Oh,
Overboost?
don't get.
Oh my god.
He should have landed there.
That was a very, very questionable decision.
Okay, so Spanish Inquisition is kicked into losers bracket now.
And now we're moving on to the losers finals, which will be between Spanish Inquisition and Double Jeff, I believe.
Yeah. Double Jeff has been working their way through losers.
Yeah,
through
Double Jeff has been working their way through the losers
teams.
bracket. So we'll see if they can make it all the way up and then face off against the Yo-Yo Long Last Innovator team.
You go to hell. H2s are awesome.
What? Oh, was somebody asking about G Gundams?
Age Gundams.
Oh, no, I just saw someone writing about G Gundams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the G Gundams are all pretty good. I don't know about Age Gundams.
I love Age Gundams.
I
don't give a fuck what people think.
Our team name is Monica Titus.
Yeah, but that's not even related to age anymore. That's just
What?
like
It's still related to age.
it's just like internet stupidity. But yeah, I don't give a fuck what people think age about. Like, it had a terrible story. It was for kids. I loved it.
Hey, I just liked it for Yearing.
Like,
I don't like
can't-
Gundam for Gundam. All
I
right?
can't believe you stopped watching it because she died. Spoilers. Yeah, H2 is the best. I like his arc the most.
I watched a little bit of H2, stopped because I got bored, and it didn't have Yearing. And then I watched H3 because it was all about avenging Yearing. And then I stopped because I got bored.
The entire thing is about avenging Yurin. He just
But-
does a very
but
good job hiding it.
H2 is not interesting because it doesn't have Grandpa Flit.
I don't know. Adult Flit is still pretty like racist motherfucker.
Is he like a badass pilot that goes out and blows things up though with giant nuke?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, maybe I should go back and watch it.
He uses that nuke several times.
Maybe.
And then, no. He never actually kills anyone with it. He just always threatens people with it.
Maybe I should go back and watch it because from what I remember, I started watching H2 and it was like school life, the heart, and then I got bored.
Oh, dude. Yeah, no, that's just the setup. You gotta get
The
past
setup
it.
was like 4 episodes long.
Yeah, and then right when they do Trader thing, it goes straight into Gundam action.
I'm sorry. I usually give the series 3 episodes. I gave H2 like 4 episodes.
Yeah, and you failed because it's right at the cusp there. You keep going.
I tried, man. I went past 3.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not a big fan of wasn't a fan of any of the random relationship building in the beginning of H2.
The random relationship building besides Asemu and Zahat.
Yeah, I mean theirs was obviously like
theirs was the rivalry that
Yeah.
that fueled their motivations.
but like everything else was just like I was just like, what is this?
But they each wait, what is it? What's their last name?
I don't know.
Asano. All of the
Oh,
Asanos need to have a girl so that they can continue their lineage and make more Gundam pilots.
They have to make the ultimate Gundam Meister so that Flit can train him to kill his enemies for him.
Yeah. See, Flit learned his lesson with Asemu, and he began training Kyo from toddler age.
Yeah, from like day
He
0.
gave him a freaking battle simulator.
Told him it was a video game.
Yeah. You can now.
Alright,
Okay.
we're going into an actual match here. It's
Spanish Inquisition versus Double Jeff.
It's going to be Kashi Kashat versus Paradum and Quanta.
Yeah, I believe in you, Spanish Inquisition.
Spanish Inquisition Kshatriya just like gets hit.
Okay,
straight up.
Oh dear goodness.
Spanish Inquisition
Oh,
doing
goodness.
some very questionable play right now. Kushatria is separating itself. A good block. Another good block.
Oh,
nice
good,
Garobi from
good,
Kushatria.
good. That was completely worth it. Oh dear. Okay, Minovsky's. Yes.
Oh,
nice.
missiles.
That missile. The missile broke the shield and then
hit
the
him.
explosion
Wow.
knocked him down. Nice.
Were those just straight up the missile funnels that killed him? I think it was.
I think so. Good job, Isaiah. Keep it up.
Good job. Missile him more. This is a demonstration of how Kashi is really strong against melee.
Yep.
The previous games we had, there was a lot of neutral play that sort of went wrong. But in general, Kashi is very good against melee. He has a lot of options that just sort of blow it up.
Yeah. It's very difficult.
Like random missiles flying at you after he misses his VR.
Oh, nice
Garobi
Garobi.
from Kshatriya. Kshatriya is just, I think Kshatriya is focused on waiting and punishing Quant while dodging Karadam, which
Yeah.
is, I think, probably a good game plan.
Oh, there is actually.
No, she is not dead.
Oh, he's okay.
But I was gonna say Kshatriya wants to watch out for
this is essentially 2-3Ks, one 1v1ing, and then
And
just having some
randomly having someone
minor
shoot.
intervention.
minor intervention. There's a giant Garobi flying across the map.
Okay, fine.
That's like major intervention.
Okay. But overall, blue team is still ahead. Quanta is in a poor situation, and Karadam is taking a lot of
Quanta
damage.
is almost dead again, honestly.
Yeah, and he has no burst.
He has no burst. I mean, he has shield bits, but what are they going to do against missiles?
Yeah.
I mean, he could try double stacking the shield bits. That might block a missile or two. He has the shield bit. Oh, no, he doesn't even have the
At this point, it seems like they're trying to get for Kshatriya, but she's
Alright,
she's doing
he
a
puts
good
his
job.
shield bits on, but once again, the same problem exists. The missiles will break it. Also, they're running out.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going for Quantum Burst. He's going to Quantum Burst.
Beam Fence gets Karadam.
Wow. Alright, I think he's going to want a Quantum Burst. He has it charged. He's not doing it. If he gets hit by a straight shot while waiting, he's going to die.
Yeah.
I really don't know about this. He wants to do it on the opponent.
Oh,
That's
this
what he
is
wants.
dangerous. Oh no, dude, don't.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah. Take it.
Alright. Kashi is showing people exactly what missiles are made of, and they're made out of dead quants.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
he's shooting
I guess if you want to be technical about it, it's Gundam Xie. Yeah. Is it like freaking Chinese?
But the Japanese says Kushi.
See? Okay, whatever.
If I'm not mistaken, it's Kushi.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. I would check later, but I really don't care.
I don't care that much either. For the longest time, I just said she.
I call it Kushi because other people called it Kushi.
Yeah, and then suddenly everybody just started saying she. So now
It's
I
okay.
say
If
she.
it really was Chinese, then Acidace? No, Hiro? I don't remember. One of them said, decided that it was going to be James Shea's Gundam because his last name is Chinese and it's spelled similarly. So if it really is Chinese, then it's going to be Shea's Gundam.
Yeah.
Apparently we have 3,000 people watching on Nico.
Hello,
Why
Japan.
are there more people watching on Nico than the actual stream on Twitch, or do we have that many people on Twitch? Yeah, okay. So in Japan, apparently we have 3,000 people watching on Nico. Well, in America, we have 1,000 people watching on Twitch.
Yo, it's that much more popular in Japan because.
But they're watching the restream. Oh, it's obviously because Asagi is that much cooler.
Oh yeah. Okay, secret technique accomplished.
Oh, I thought the secret technique was shoot your teammate because I looked down and I saw Kushachi was missing out.
Oh no.
Once
Yeah.
again,
Okay, Quant's
getting shot and missiled. I think he's going to try to avoid getting hit by Garobis this time, but we'll see how well that goes. Oh, his shield is already going down. He got hit by missiles.
Yeah.
He's got the other shield on. He wants to kill Kshatriya this time. He doesn't want to just let her do whatever she wants.
It's wise to put some more pressure on Kshatriya, but
I don't.
it's difficult to take attention away from Chi.
And Karadam really can't put pressure on. Karadam takes pot shots. That's sort of what Chi does.
Yeah.
And it causes some strange movement sometimes when they think Karadam's going to take a shot.
Yeah.
But honestly, Karadam doesn't put that much pressure on by himself.
Right now, okay, got sniped. There's some clean damage in there. I think right now, Karadam's major role though is just a shield bot.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the game plan for this team. They want Keradim to continuously shield Quanta and Quanta to go in and do damage.
Which is understandable game plan, but if you can't apply any pressure with your weaponry, then there's probably better back.
Yeah, they want the. I mean, I think Keradim is doing an okay job of actually doing damage, but
they're having a difficult time getting in.
Yeah, he's focused very much.
Okay,
oh,
good,
there was
good
a
shot, good shot.
But they're focused very much on just letting Quanta go in.
Yeah. And
I mean, his shield bits are strong, but
they can only do so much against the constant barrage of shit.
Yeah. It's interesting to know. I think they're trying to stagger the shield bits, so he constantly has shield bits on,
which is good.
Which is a good game plan. Oh my God, Keradim gets sniped by Kshatriya.
Yeah. The beam fence into Garobi is.
It's quite strong. I mean, I don't know if the Garobi necessarily does that much damage, but the Garobi travels fast.
I think overall it does like 100 something damage, like 150, 190.
But the Garobi travels fast, which allows it to sneak up across the entire map.
Oh,
Kshatriya spreading the love.
Yeah, it was the build meter. Oh, Kshatriya funnels.
Kshatriya is destroying Keradim at range right now, which is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, okay, there goes Quanta.
Quanta lands and dies. He still has his burst. He didn't want to spend it, so he's going to get to use his half burst or full burst here. He might be able to just YOLO rush at Kshatriya. I mean, I'm not sure what he's saving it for.
Oh, tried to snipe.
Alright. At this point, it's going to be a question of what Quanta does with his half burst.
Yeah.
Or
this is.
Oh, there it is, there it is.
Okay, she's going down for this.
She goes down in burst, I believe. So this is a questionable spot.
Is in a poor position here.
Kshatriya is
going down.
She is going to. Oh my God, that was an unfortunate position. Kshatriya dodges. And Quanta puts the shield bits on.
Okay. Quanta did a lot of damage, but he has no burst anymore.
Unfortunately, neither do any of the blue players. She will build a half burst here because he's a 3K and he's taking damage.
Yeah.
But it's unlikely that Kshatriya will get another burst.
Yeah. Keradim is sitting on a burst. Probably a full burst when he dies.
So their best bet may just be to kill Quanta again, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
But the difficulty there is that this time Kshatriya is not in good shape.
Okay.
She is not in very good shape anymore either.
And you know what? They're actually running out of time.
Oh, because she gets the melee. He's going to confirm it. And he's going to go for Keradim here.
Oh man, there's only 20 seconds on the line.
There are 20 seconds on the clock. They're making this push happen. Trying to get Quanta now.
Oh no,
It's okay,
oh,
it's okay.
with the melee. Oh, going in for the melee. What's going on?
Melee on Quant.
Oh jeez.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Okay. Okay.
He lives.
She's okay.
I don't know.
Oh, no,
if this is a good idea.
No.
He's trying to not get hit by the cut.
Timer up. Okay, they're deliberating.
Does it not count? No count?
If we give them both a point, then Spanish Inquisition moves on.
If we give them both a point, the Spanish Inquisition moves on. If we give them both a loss,
then they'll have to do. Basically, it means that game didn't count.
no. What that means is that the other team gets a point for free.
Oh. Oh damn.
It's. I mean, I shouldn't say give them both a loss. I mean, if you give them points, but because like there's some like tiebreaker rule where you tie, and if you're not going to get game point, then you get a point.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. So
you can't have game winning point off the tie.
Yeah. But anyway, the decision here is we are going to rematch it. So it stays at 1-0, and the game
so
is
we're just
replayed.
We're just cleaning that game off the slate.
In the case of a timeout, everybody the game is uncounted. Actually, that gives more reason to go for timeouts, which is interesting.
Yeah.
The score is backwards here. Let me fix that. All right, we have someone else fixing the score.
Yeah, we've got our NorCal posse group making sure that we're not going to get gate out of this.
Keradim, or not Keradim, sorry, Quantum once again taking more Garobis to the face.
Yeah, they're not doing quite as well this time.
In fact, the NorCal team is doing very strong this time. They don't want the timeout to happen again.
Yeah.
So they're just dumping damage on Quanta, I guess.
Yeah, Quanta is in very sorry shape right now.
In fact, if he gets hit by a Garobi, he might just die without being able to burst.
Yeah, possibly.
It would be beneficial to him if he could get his half burst. He does not have his half burst yet. He hasn't done enough damage.
There it goes. But I don't think he should be half bursting right now.
He definitely
Gundam has 206 HP.
They are in very bad shape. Quanta trying to make something happen. He does decide to use his burst here.
Oh, this is
He's going for it.
Oh,
he gets
the
a
shield
hit.
bits.
He gets a hit. He does not do the max damage combo. When he has shield bit on, I think he should just go for it.
Yeah.
It would have killed
he gets G.
Okay, he does pick up the kill.
Okay, it's good progress for them, but they're still in a terrible situation right now.
He quantum bursts. He gains more health.
He loses
I'm
immediately.
honestly questioning whether or not the quantum burst was worth it, because it just means that Karadam has to survive for longer.
Yeah, okay, there he goes down, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Karadam is almost dead now.
Yeah.
And I have to point out, Kshatriya hasn't been touched.
Yeah. Oh, okay, there goes
Karadam is down.
Okay, this
Quanta is going for the melee.
Oh
my god.
He's running away. Oh no, he came back.
Okay, he goes in.
Okay, that was a good.
He doesn't do the max damage combo again.
Mayhaps he doesn't know how to do it.
I think he's just opting not to do it. In that situation,
oh, good.
Oh my god.
Good melee, Kshatriya.
Karadam does not have a full burst.
Oh, beam fence. Yeah.
I was going to say Karadam doesn't have a full burst. He can't burst.
NorCal.
Good job. Double Jump is eliminated by the Spanish Inquisition. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Especially Double Jeff. You actually cannot set infinite time. Infinite time only works on single-player rooms or offline matches.
Sorry, what was it?
They were saying that you could, or someone mentioned that you can set infinite time.
Oh yeah, so you can set infinite time, but only in offline match.
Yeah.
In free battle mode.
Yeah.
If we could set infinite time in the online, in like multiplayer, I mean,
I still don't think it's recommended. The timer is there to
push gameplay
action
forward. Yeah, I mean, I don't think infinite time is necessarily a good idea. Can you imagine a fighting game with infinite time?
Yeah, like if both sides gets too scared to do anything, they'll just play far back and just like shoot fences at each other.
I mean, can you imagine how long that would take? We would theoretically have a game that would last. I don't know. You might be able to get a game up to like 10 minutes.
Oh man, yeah,
I do not want to commentate or spectate that.
Border control indeed.
All right, so Team Double Jeff is officially third place.
Yeah.
So this is a battle for first or second now, with Team Spanish Inquisition coming out of losers.
Yeah, they're gonna have to win 3 times to reset the bracket.
That's true, and this is going to be a rematch against Yo-Yo's team.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they'll have learned their ways.
The unfortunate part of this entire situation is Yo-Yo's team is playing. They're playing strong suits and they're quite comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like Isaiah and Anthony together are quite as comfortable with the neutral game situation.
Yeah. It's also worth noting that Isaiah doesn't have the game.
That's actually true.
He's been practicing at the arcade with us.
Lark, do all tournaments have infinite time? Because I've definitely seen tournament footage with 240 seconds set.
Yeah, I don't think infinite time.
Oh, okay. Premium Dogfight had infinite time. Well, I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can't set that still, so.
Yeah. Yeah, we have internet connection. You only need internet connection for PSN to confirm that you have access. And then once you can set up a game, connection speed is determined by the PS3's communication.
Quanta does alright against melee suits. I wouldn't say he does necessarily worse against melee suits because he does have he plays against melee suits sort of like range suits play against melee suits, but then he capitalizes more damage off of it.
Yeah.
His melee is definitely not that high priority though, so against melee he will lose often.
Yeah. Oh, real quick. It's also worth noting that he does have vanilla and he's played a lot of it.
Yes, of course.
So he's not completely inexperienced. He doesn't have all the experience of full boost.
Some of the buffs Quanta got really help him against melee situations. Zabanya, for example, is really amazing.
Yeah. you essentially see Zabanya out like all the time.
Yeah.
It's like never just sitting there.
Zabanya is really amazing.
It's a super wide.
We had some Wing TVs, I think, earlier in the tournament. They got eliminated.
Yeah.
Wing TV generally has not been represented well in this tournament.
Yeah.
There are actually a number of Wing TV players here who are quite good at the suit, but none of them decided to play Wing TV.
Yeah.
In fact, I think all of them have been eliminated at this point for deciding to play other suits.
Yeah. I think if Brett was participating, he would probably play Wing TV.
There is a decent chance he would have played Wing TV.
Wing TV, or like if he was back, he'd play Gan.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe someone could convince him to Sousa.
Maybe.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
Yes, Grand Finals is best out of 5.
So it's interesting to note that players who are used to fighting against Quanta, we used to have an arcade in NorCal. It's no longer around. We have a local office that is the remnants of the arcade that everyone goes to. So.
Yeah, our gracious host who used to run the arcade moved his cabinets to a more private
Location.
Yeah,
Venue, I suppose.
yeah, private venue, and so long as we don't have like a lot of walk-ins and things, then pretty much anyone is welcome.
What was I going to say? It's worth pointing out that people who are used to fighting against Quanta in vanilla may actually find it very difficult to fight Quanta in full boost right now.
Yeah, he is.
He has changed a little bit. I wouldn't say he's changed like incredibly significantly,
But
but
I
the
think
changes
that
are noticeable.
The small changes definitely change his gameplay.
For example, as God Gundam, I actually lost a lot of health for this. His shield bits used to lose completely to Fire Pillar,
Yeah,
but they actually block the Fire Pillar now because they have enough health.
they have enough health. Yeah, the shield bits were buffed in health, but they were nerfed in that they only block
They
projectile
no
attack.
longer block melee, so I think the correct answer in many situations is just to Godfinger him.
Yeah,
But again,
yeah, it's definitely a solid answer to just challenge his melee with your own melee.
yeah. Of course, I mean, there are dangers to doing so, but
I am
shooting
so
his shield
sick
off
of
is
Kashi.
not so much. Yeah. Is this Kashi again? It is.
Kashi again.
Of course, it's Yo-Yo Lam versus Isaiah. Smash Inquisition.
People need to pick suits based on hype factor and less on performance. I'm sick of Shi.
People need to pick suits based on Shuffle Alliance
Yeah,
and Patrick. You must pick suits based on whether they have Patrick in them or not.
get some Zuda up in there.
Yo, I would play some Zuda.
Man,
I think we should.
our second game, we should have just...
I think we should have just gone with Zuda Goof, man.
Yeah.
That
Alright,
would've
we
been so
should,
much
we should
fun.
probably commentate on this match. I don't think
Alright,
anyone cares
alright.
about our problems. Alright, fairly even. The damage is spreaded.
The damage
Oh,
is
no.
spread out. That Garobia didn't actually make contact, did it?
No, it didn't. Blue team is slightly behind.
Blue team is slightly behind. The Kashi on blue team is behind, but he will get his half burst first, so he can actually reverse the situation. This is not too big of a deal. As far as positioning goes, both teams are somewhat even right now.
Yep.
Oh, gets tagged randomly by a VR from X2. Kshatriya trying for those cross-rolled Garobis again. Oh, Kshatriya gets hit by funnel missiles from the opposing Kashi.
Yeah. Not too much, but it's still damage.
Blue team is still slightly behind. They're evening it up, actually. X2 took a lot of damage there, and
Yeah, that was a very clean Garambi.
the enemy Kashi has been getting hit by getting hit by Kshatriya fences. So there's damage spread across the board quite evenly. Oh my goodness.
Well, to be fair, Kshatriya fences are funnels.
Funnel fences, it's true, actually.
Oh, I think he tried to Garobi there,
But he didn't have ammo.
It. Yeah.
It actually wouldn't have hit, actually, at that point either. But
Yeah.
they've been actually attempting to Garobi each other quite a lot. The last time that the red team's Kashi tried, he sat there and Garobied, and then he got blown up by missiles. Like, missiles are actually quite good at answering against Kashi Garobi. So
Yep.
this, like, Kashi mirror
into
match
the
is-
melee.
Wow. Quite
Oh, okay.
entertaining.
Just a get off me melee, not a full melee combo.
Alright, so blue team Kashi has
Oh!
now bursted. Or
Runs
red
into the
team
missiles.
Kashi has bursted.
Blue team is still in the lead at this point. He's going to have his half burst very soon.
If they can kill X2, then they'll have a significant lead. But at the moment,
X2's shield has regenerated. They've torn that shield off so many times.
Yeah, at the oh shoot, runs into a friendly Garubi. At the moment, it's probably best not to try too hard for the overtoss.
They are dealing damage evenly to both players right now.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to focus too much on getting the...
there's the burst. I think he wants to decisive
He does kill Kashi. Enemy Kashi is going to come back in. He doesn't have that much, quite as much burst meter. Oh,
okay,
that was a very
hit.
clean Garubi.
Oh, shoot, gets punished for it though. Oh, X2 up in the mix, using his burst. Oh,
X2
no.
goes down.
I'm not so sure about that move.
Enemy Kashi. Oh my god!
Grabbed by the cabbage.
The cabbage goes for the grab Garubi, actually. That's amazing.
Okay. Red team activating.
The red team getting an activate there is going to be pretty bad for the blue team.
Oh no!
Blue team may be able to get one more activate.
Yeah, but blue team is in a pretty bad shape.
If he gets tagged by one BR or if he blocks 2 or 3 things, he will get an activate.
Oh,
here, but it's very dangerous decision.
Oh, I don't know about boosting that high.
I don't think he should have boosted that high. He should have just landed and then recovered.
Yeah, that was.
And then that boost at the very end was incredibly risky.
Yeah, it was. Like even if he was lucky that he dodged all those rising beams.
Yeah,
but then he was completely out of boost and he had a far way to fall. The enemy actually has all the time in the world to punish.
He wanted to dodge a Garubi, I believe, on his landing, but instead boosting to the right into the hill is a very questionable decision at that point. I feel like it was just...
I think all his options went out the window when he decided to boost into the air.
Yeah, when he spent all of his boost, he really lost all his ability to do anything.
He probably would have had a better time like full stepping to the side and trying to land earlier.
Yeah, definitely. The full step to the side would have been a better option. Even at the very end, a full step to the side may have been a better option than trying to boost to the side.
Yeah.
I think in that situation, I may have just tried to land if I found myself in that type of situation.
Yeah.
But honestly, you just don't want to be there.
Oh, okay. Random beam hits enemy Kashi. Oh, he switched to V2. Let's see.
Oh, I see. He is an Assault Buster.
Yeah.
Trying to get these hits in. He wants to rip that Beam Cloak off of X2, but X2 isn't wearing it at the moment.
Oh, not a good boost action.
It's harder for V2 to deal with X2 than it is for Kashi. And they get less, I don't know what you would want to call it, like, circumstantial damage?
Oh, yeah. Collateral damage.
Collateral damage, thank you. I couldn't think of the right word. It began with C.
Yeah. Circumstantial damage. Yeah, V2 strength is in his projectile speed and movement speed.
He has really good movement speed and he has very decisive projectiles.
Yeah, he has more like surgical strikes as opposed to Xi, who has just constant wide damage. Oh, is that a Garubi? Oh, good block, good block. Oh, but he gets punished for it. I believe the
that was because his Assault Buster ran out. That was unfortunate. Kshatriya gets a full melee combo on X2, and they're actually in pretty decent shape now.
Yeah.
He gets a nice shot with not Assault Buster.
that's fine. Oh, okay, there goes Xi.
Oh, that was a meaty Garubi. I didn't think he was going to get that punish, but he picked it up. Really
yeah. Oh, is that V2's death?
Not going to die there. He has 3 health. V2 is trying to do some more damage before he goes down.
Yeah, I think he's trying
to be difficult,
goes down.
And he gets killed by X2.
Yeah, I think he was trying to make full use of his Assault Buster.
It was a good decision, honestly.
Yeah.
Even if he just gets one random hit, it becomes completely worth it.
Is he gonna...
Oh my god. V2
that Minovsky
at the end of that. Kshatriya is taking a lot of damage. He has a half burst. He's probably going to save it for the full.
Yeah.
V2 is about to get his half burst.
Oh, X2 going to... Oh no.
X2 manages to get his sub out.
So activating, yes.
Interesting decision. He could have punished that X2, but B2 decided to aggress across the map.
Oh, B2 taking damage. Oh
my
good
goodness.
Garobi.
That Garobi was very, very clean. X2 does not have that much health coming in here. Kashi is in bad shape. X2 bursting. He wants to end this.
Everybody's in poor shape except
my god,
jeez, Kshatriya.
Kshatriya goes for the melee and lands it on Kashi.
Oh, this is dangerous though.
V2 is in not Assault Buster mode.
Oh, I think Kshatriya is in really bad situation. Oh, right there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, too high in the sky.
V2 probably should have moved in and helped aggress with Kshatriya at the same time.
Yeah.
They actually probably had the game right there. That Kashi had no answer to the melee.
Yeah. That was unfortunate.
That melee combo ending early saved his life. The X2 did a very good job of getting there and cutting for him.
Yeah.
So they're going to go into the third game of the first set, and we'll see whether or not Spanish Inquisition is able to do something that no one expects.
Spanish Inquisition has a lot of work ahead of them.
It's the unexpected Spanish Inquisition, right?
Yeah. Well, the last time...
Or whether Yo-Yo Lon's team will be able to hold on.
The last time you and I came up against the Spanish Inquisition, we were in losers bracket and we had to get out. And we beat them 5 times in a row.
And then we lost.
And then we lost 3 times.
Yep. It's okay. It's okay. At least we didn't win in winners twice and then lose 6 in a row.
Yeah.
Because that happens to people. It's very sad.
Yeah, it does. What's going on here?
I don't know what's going on here. Alright, so one of the players has not decided on his suit yet. I see. The Kshatriya player is debating whether he wants to keep playing Kshatriya. Brett does not take any time to make his hair look like Cloud. He wakes up that way. In fact, he wakes up with his hair looking like Heihachi. Or Heihachi? Heihachi?
Heihachi.
Yeah, there you go. His hair looks like Heihachi when he wakes up, and then it slowly turns into Cloud.
Alright, he's sticking with Kshatriya. Alright, so they're doing Kshatriya and B2 again. A lot of this comes down to whether or not the opposing team gets hit by funnel fences, and whether or not the blue team gets hit by missiles. Yep. That's all of the, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! There goes the beam cloak. Runs into the tail end of the Garobi.
That Garobi was... I'm surprised he actually ran into that Garobi. Oh, nice job from B2 there, saving himself from the Garobi. Boosting backwards into missiles and BRs, not good. But yeah, a lot of this game comes down to the collateral damage, I guess as you could put it, that happens during these neutral game situations. Yeah. There's not necessarily that much of just pure BR fighting going on. It's going to be a lot of whether or not players can land damage on the side of fighting with their BRs. Yeah. Like that, V2 getting hit by missiles while Garo.
Yeah, well, there's definitely a lot of your weaponry isn't all dedicated to directly hitting your opponent. You want to use a lot of your options to force opponents into boosting or anything, just so that you can get hits off.
Oh my goodness, that Assault Buster. B2 gets a really, or B2, X2 gets a really nice Garobi onto Kshatriya there. B2 getting hit by missiles. I don't know about this situation right now. Oh, he lands a Garobi. Wants to kill Kashi, but can't quite get it. Kshatriya tries to pick up a wake-up Garobi onto X2. It doesn't happen. Kashi nearly died because his Minoski mode came off.
Oh man.
But not quite.
Yeah, still a very...
Oh,
shit.
No. That's really bad.
Very tight position for Spanish Inquisition.
I think V2 wanted to move backwards and curve there, but he ended up just moving straight backwards and got shot.
He needed to include a step in there.
Either a step or... even if he had just curved, it would have been good enough. But he didn't even curve. Once again, vectoring is very important in this game. And you don't want to provide that
victory
parallel vector. Okay, so they have a chance here, actually. X2 does not have... Oh my god!
No, bad time to Assault Buster.
Or at least boost cancel the Assault Buster, like, completely.
Okay, good shot.
Oh, no, that might be it.
Okay, no, that's not it.
14 health.
Oh,
V2 does not have that much, or X2 does not have that much health.
Oh, okay. X2 down.
It's possible at this point.
It's very.
but
It's
he
possible.
doesn't-
Oh no!
Oh, no,
this
no,
is
that's-
just.
that's
Oh,
gonna be
that's
it.
it.
All right.
Oh.
Grand Finals ends with Yo-Yo-Lon's team taking a 3-0 against Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, they perfected their bracket.
Did they?
Yeah, that was a 3-0 game.
Oh, you said perfect to their bracket. I was imagining like the
sorry.
entire tournament.
Oh.
I don't remember if they lost,
Yeah.
but they had a very strong run.
Yeah, they did. So that concludes Gundam.
And I believe that concludes Gundam. I don't know if we're doing anything afterward. Let me ask.
Do we have a boss fight left?
Brett, are you doing a boss challenge? Are you doing a boss challenge? What? Dude, you should do the boss challenge. I said you should be the boss. Yeah. We're all fucking tired.
I'm trying to convince Brett to get on and play, but oh, all right. We're going to have an interview with the winners here.
All right.
Sure, in a second. Do you want to do it? Alright, do you want to do it? Oh, yo, you guys.
I mean, yeah, so it doesn't matter to me. I mean, we have many people. Don't they need? I guess I can help. Good job, guys.
All right, so the winners are standing behind us right now, but they are getting a photo taken of them. You can see them in the somewhere here. There you go, these guys. The camera color changes when I stick my hand in front of it. We're trying to move out of the way of the photo. This is proving difficult. 1 second. All right, we're going to have both of the winners sitting here. Yo-Yo Long and Last Innovator. Let's rotate the camera so we can see them both. There we go. All right, so what did you guys think of the tournament?
Wow, wrecking shit. Well, yeah.
Was it hard?
It's pretty hard, I think.
We fight them in for 5 times.
Yeah, we fought them 5 times. Well, but the last match was pretty laggy. I don't know why.
Oh, that's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think there was a problem with the network last night too, so that might be the same problem, unfortunately.
Well, I don't think it's overloaded because too much. I think it's too much fun now and missiles. On
Yeah. So, what was hard about the tournament for you guys? I said, what did you guys think was like hard or easy in the tournament?
Well, we got a lot of good people actually. I didn't expect that.
I think your guard is very good. Yes.
Yeah, the people from NorCal are really good, I think.
But you guys still won. You guys came out on top.
Yeah.
You showed everybody you're the best.
Well,
The best
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We didn't meet Hadich and GM. So.
GN Custom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys
Were you worried about fighting them?
Yeah, I was worried about fighting them.
So
because they are really good.
So you were pretty happy when they got eliminated then?
Well, actually not, because I want to play them in real fight.
Yeah, I see. Oh, how do you feel about your victory?
I feel pretty happy because I'm a UCI student and this is my school. And
so you're
I won for our school.
Very nice,
Yeah.
very nice. What about you?
Yes, I'm happy too. I may be transfer here.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered playing on a stick?
What?
Have you ever considered playing with sticks?
Yes,
Because I've noticed that you guys been playing with pads.
Yeah, I think we are like the only 2 people that's playing on pad.
I've seen a couple other pad players, but they're not as good as you guys. Yeah.
Well, I will consider on playing stick when I get used to it. Yeah, I think I will play Maxi Boot when it comes out.
Do you have any questions?
Will you ever learn to use a stick?
You just asked that.
Oh.
Reinforcing it.
Reinforcing the question. It's actually pretty cool because there were a lot of people saying that it's hard to play on the pad, and you guys have proven them all wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I feel like stick is harder.
Oh, really? Yeah, maybe. So, I think we're going to be having a tournament for Gundam at EVO. Do you guys think you'll be going?
May, is it in Las Vegas?
It's in Las Vegas in early July.
Yeah, I'll probably go.
I might.
So we might actually see you guys there as a team again?
Are you guys gonna be here over the summer, like in time, or would you have to fly over?
Well, depends. But I haven't made any plan yet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you guys should definitely come.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys have any?
Yeah. If I have time.
If you have time, yeah, no, I know. If not, we'll fight them.
All right then. Do you guys have anything you want to say?
Well, I hope more people will play this game, because I think this is a really good game. Yeah.
That's a really good 3D fighting game.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Congratulations on winning.
Okay, so I guess we're switching to casuals
So
now.
at this point, yeah, it looks like we're just going back to casuals. And I don't know if we're going to have anyone on commentary at this point. Are we still streaming casuals, or... I said, are we still going to be streaming casuals? Yeah. All right, so the stream is going to continue. We're going to be streaming casuals, but I don't know if we're going to have anyone on commentary for casuals.
Yeah, people might like pop in and out depending on how they feel.
Yeah. Well, it's been fun, guys. Congrats again to Yo-Yo-Lon and Last Innovator for winning. It was a very strong showing, actually, so...
Yeah, no salt here.
No salt at all. None. Absolutely none.